There's the pitch. That one in the zone! Outlaws win! Outlaws win!
Welcome to a stadium that has many championship experiences. Of course, the AA state championship back in 2020 and the C team state championship back last year in 2021. It is the return of the Evanston Outlaws to Paul J. Wataha Complex in beautiful Rock Springs, Wyoming. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen here live from the Union broadcast booth as we are about 10-ish minutes away from first pitch. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we're going to set our scene for this matchup between these two teams that are very familiar with each other and very friendly with each other as well. It's Evanston versus Rock Springs on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com and Canton.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, or about what you need. And that's exactly what you get with me, Todd Jones, your Southwest Wyoming Allstate agent. I'm an agent who knows what it's like to live in Southwest Wyoming, and one who wants to protect our way of life as much as you do. Contact the Jones Allstate Agency today for your free quote, 307-789-1541. Again, that's 307-789-1541. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
There's nothing better than finding the perfect gift for someone. Whether it's a baby shower, birthday, or anniversary, Ivory and Iron has everything to make gift-giving fun. Come enjoy the beautiful atmosphere, mouth-watering chocolates, and beautiful floral arrangements. Ivory and Iron, 1101 Main Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth here at Paul J. Wataha Complex in Rock Springs. It's time for our scene set here, part of our pregame show brought to you by the Allstate the Jones Agency. You're in good hands with Allstate the Jones Agency. And Cody Olsen joining me in the broadcast booth once again.
Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely great to have you. Cody, you look at what this Outlaw team was able to do against the number 1 ranked Cheyenne Post 6 team, and how can you build on that success as you get ready to take on Rock Springs?
If you take a look back on the doubleheader against the Sixers this last little round a little while ago, the Outlaws were able to come out here with a very stellar defensive game in the first game, and then their offense really started to come around in the second game. I think a key to the game, or rather what's needed for the Outlaws in order to continue to move forward and be more competitive today, is piecing together that defensive prowess as well as that offensive capability that we saw in the second game. Putting together those two pieces today is really what's going to allow the Outlaws to progress and learn as a team.
It'll be a lot of fun to see how this one goes. That's your scene set here on the Allstate the Jones Agency pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you set with our pregame slice brought to you by the Pie Hole. 10 minutes away from first pitch on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome back to Paul J. Wataha Complex. 8 minutes away from first pitch. When we come back, we will give you our piece of the game, our pregame slice after this on the First Bank Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Take a bite into a sweet, delicious fruit pie complimented by the best pie crust ever made when you purchase a pie from the Pie Hole. The menu also includes sandwiches, soups, and salads for lunch or dinner. The Pie Hole, 1023 Main Street in Evanston. Love at first bite.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, more about what you need. And that's exactly what you get with me, Todd Jones, your Southwest Wyoming Allstate agent. I am an agent who knows what it's like to live in Southwest Wyoming and one who wants to protect our way of life as much as you do. Contact the Jones Allstate Agency today for your free quote, 307-789-1541. Again, that's 307-789-1541. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
And we welcome you back and welcome you into the Union broadcast booth. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen here, bringing you the pregame slice brought to you by the Pie Hole. Let's go ahead and maybe shrink that a little bit so we can see you,
so
Cody.
I can see my face,
right? The pregame slice brought to you by the Pie Hole. Love at first bite. And this is going to be a fun one. You know, Cody, these two teams have played against each other for a long time.
That they have.
It's always a good time when they get together. And you would think, because they see each other so much, because they're so close, this would be a bitter rivalry. Really, nothing could be further than the truth. These two teams are best of friends, and it's always a fun time to see these two groups of fine young men and fine coaches get together.
Yeah, no, you feel it in the atmosphere when you walk into the complex. You know, these two teams really, like you said, have history with one another, but it is not a negative one. It is one of mutual respect and competitiveness, which is the best sport to cover in the entire world sometimes. It just is great. So, our pregame today really coming along. Special thanks to the Pie Hole for allowing us to give you the pregame slice as to what you're going to be seeing today. Currently, right now, the Outlaws coming off of that doubleheader against Cheyenne, and Rock Springs also trying to get things going on their end as well.
Absolutely. That is the pregame slice brought to you by the Pie Hole. Love at first bite. Let's go ahead and introduce you to our starters, and the Evanston starter has not been updated because we didn't get that quite in time to do that, but we do know that it is going to be Hank Allred starting for the Outlaws. By the way, our starter is brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. Get all of your Red Devil gear on at Varsity Inc. on downtown Evanston on Main Street. Walker Wilson was the last pitcher we saw, but it will be Hank Allred making his first pitching appearance of the season tonight. Allred, also one of our hot bats, a homer off of Cheyenne Post 6 last Saturday. For the Rock Springs Stallions, it'll be Jason Sagastumi. Not a lot of pitching stats that I could track down. Maybe an inning thrown in relief, so this is his first start to my knowledge. But one of their big bats, Billy Peterson, first time Evanston played Rock Springs back on May 1st in Casper, part of the Paul Eastridge Early Bird. Evanston won that one 11-6, but Billy Peterson went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a double. Also, Peterson was absolutely great at the plate, so he's definitely the big bat for Rock Springs. That is presented by your starters presented by Varsity Inc. Get all your Red Devil gears at Varsity Inc. at downtown Evanston. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. All right, that now sets us up for the first pitch here. Going to change out our stuff really quick, our scoreboard.
Number 27, Jaden Hunt.
It is not 22-3.
Are you sure, Elan?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
I think we're just getting started here, buddy. And it is a single game, so it'll be 7 innings to a finish. And again, last time these two teams played, Evanston won that one 11-6. Evanston's Ryan Hoover got the win in 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs. All of them earned 2 strikeouts. All 3 of the 4 runs for Rock Springs coming. Actually, all 4 runs for Rock Springs coming in the second inning. Evanston outscored Rock Springs 3-4, 5-0 the rest of the way since that second inning where Rock Springs brought in 4th for Evanston, led by Gavin Oliver with 3 RBIs. We're going to go ahead and go radio silent for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Anna. Let's play ball,
Beautiful
boys.
rendition of our national anthem done live here at Paul J. Wataha Complex. And, you know, we've heard it pre-recorded before. We've heard it all sorts of different ways, but there's nothing like hearing it live as we get set for this game, Evanston versus Rock Springs.
It is exciting. Everybody getting out into their positions. Rock Springs to be pitching first. Elan. The Outlaws going up to bat.
Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce you to the Evanston Outlaws batting lineup. Gavin Oliver, the shortstop, leads off. He's batting .500 on the season thus far, so continues to put the bat on the ball. Ryder Wilson, the left fielder, will bat second. Hank Allred, the pitcher, bats third. Note to our producer, Colton Bagley, if you can text me and let me know if you can hear me clearly, we are right below the loudspeaker here. So I just want to make sure that you can hear us clearly and that we're not being drowned out by the background music. Anyway, batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Braxton Bauer. Ryan Hoover, the third baseman, bats fifth. Brody Clifton, the right fielder, will bat sixth. Jackson Osborne, the catcher, bats seventh. Ryan Baldwin, the second baseman, bats eighth. It'll all end with Walker Wilson, the center fielder. That's your starting lineup for the Evanston Outlaws. For the Rock Springs Stallions, they come in with a defensive alignment of Billy Peterson in left field. We'll be talking about him offensively. I can almost guarantee it.
Yes,
Maddox Ice in center field. Cannon Christensen in right field. An infield featuring Hudson Pasolar at first. Andrew Rondinelli at second. Jaden Hunt at the hot corner. Sam Wheeler at the shortstop. And then the battery featuring Jason Sagasumi pitching to one of the best catchers in the western part of the state, Hudson Garner. So it's going to be a good night here for baseball in Rock Springs as we get set for the first pitch. Sagasumi wrapping up his warm-up tosses as Gavin Oliver walks into the left-handed side of the batter's box. I'm digging the uniforms from Rock Springs.
Oh, they're looking fly right now.
Black socks with kind of a electric blue uniform with the classic pinstripes. It looks good. Black cap with the Stallions logo on the front with a baby blue brim as Gavin Oliver steps in the away grays for the visiting Evanston Outlaws as we get ready for first pitch. Sagasumi stares into the glove of Garner. And the pitch finds the outside part of the zone for strike one. Good-looking pitch there by Sagasumi as first pitch is thrown at 6:05 p.m.
Sagasumi really setting the tone right now with that first strike in there, putting Oliver behind the 8 ball currently.
As Oliver will foul that one off, and it goes from 0-1 to 0-2, so a quick pitcher's count for Sagasumi.
Oliver really trying to get a bead on that one, just a hair high, clipped underneath the bat and rolled behind, and now he's got to battle his way back into this.
Big thank you to Andy Wiley for texting us and letting us know that he can hear the broadcast clearly. So we appreciate it.
He's an MVP too.
Absolutely. 0-2 count to Oliver as this one is laced into left field. Going back, Peterson, and that'll drop fair right on the line. Headed for second is Gavin Oliver, and an 0-2 count puts Gavin on in scoring position for the leadoff hitter.
You couldn't have asked for a more precise placement. That thing hit the line right on in left field, Elan.
Up to bat, 27.
That'll now
Ryder
bring up Ryder Wilson, and Oliver already in scoring position. Outlaws, they know that their strength is scoring, so they look to do it early and often as Ryder Wilson steps in to the batter's box.
Ryder had a good day against Cheyenne last time in the doubleheader. Had a few really good runs, some good hits, and hopes to continue that today.
Sagasumi with the delivery inside to Wilson. And it looks like our bound camera froze a little bit. No worries, we got it back.
We are here for you, absolutely, 100%.
Ryder coming in on the young season with a .400 batting average. Sagasumi with the delivery. And kind of a lazy hit right down the first base line, picked up by Pasolar. He'll just take it to first himself, and that is out number 1. But the runner moves, so now that'll put Gavin Oliver at third base. Oh, it went foul, sorry.
You know, I was about to say that could not have been easier for the first baseman for Rock Springs. All he had to do was just kind of watch this thing go into his glove. He's already standing on the bag. That was a foul ball. So we're at the 1-1 count. Sagasumi.
Inside. Throw to second to check up on Oliver, and he got back in time. But what a throw by Hudson Garner to try to make that happen. Again, one of the best catchers in this part of the state.
No hesitation. That thing was put on a rope right to second base. You better count yourself lucky if you're Oliver on that one.
Gavin Oliver taking a bit of a lead off of second, as you can see. Way out there. Sagasumi checks the runner, and bunt shown down by Wilson, but that one goes low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson.
Well, have you know that it wasn't windy until we started the broadcast, Elan.
I know, it was actually enough to be a beautiful night. It's okay, the wind will calm down once that sun goes down.
Absolutely, we got the 2-2 count right now, so attempted bunt kind of complicating things just a little bit on that one.
Sagasumi sets at the belt, checks the runner at second, delivers, and that one hit down the third base line, rolls foul. Nice barehanded grab.
What a snag by Coach Hoover.
That's Hoover.
Oh my goodness. He got dapped up at third base for that grab.
Yeah, Jaden Hutton wants some of that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gavin Oliver. Sagasumi eyeing the runner at second. And the 2-2 outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gavin Oliver. Or excuse me, Ryder Wilson. Gavin Oliver at second. It's a full count offering. And this one, chopper down the third base line, that goes foul, and it'll hold at a full count with Gavin Oliver standing on second base.
Stretching the anticipation as much as you possibly can. They teach you this in movie school. You know, holding this thing out for as long as you can for the anticipation so that the actual moment is just going to hit perfectly right here.
3-2 count. Sagasumi checks the runner at second. Top of the first, and it's a walk. So taking off to first with a free trip is Ryder Wilson. I'll now bring up Hank Allred with runners on first and second.
Number 7.
We had our first Hank Hammer drop earlier this, I guess you could say under a week ago, when Allred sent one over the left field center wall at Ross Kesterson off of one of the Cheyenne post 6 pitchers. Sagasumi sets, checks the runner at second. And The pitch is down low in the dirt. Great grab, though, by Gardner. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, good way to kind of pin that underneath your body, get it back to the pitcher. As the Outlaws right now really testing the waters, getting that big lead off of second. They are wanting to be aggressive at this moment, testing Gardner, who we know is able to make that throw very quickly.
Wheeler standing over towards second. Looks like he might be calling for the steal. Now Rondinelli shifting back over there. Delivery is inside to Hank. 2 balls, no strikes to Allred. Sagasumi from the stretch lets the right arm dangle. Black sleeves under his electric blue pinstripe jersey. The 2-0. Hank sends this one deep center left field, back to the wall, and it drops. It's a wall scraper. Waving around, Gavin Oliver, he will score, and they put the stop sign up. It's a RBI double for Hank Allred.
What a swing. That had some power to it. Thought for initially from this angle, I thought that thing might have squeaked over the fence. That thing was just a tad short nonetheless. An RBI double, bringing home Gavin Oliver for the first run here of the ball game.
That will now set the stage for Braxton Bauer. Nobody down.
Rock Springs is electing to have a little discussion on the pitching mound. They want to go ahead and collect themselves early, I'm sure, not let anything shake you up at this point. No outs and 2 runners in scoring position for the Outlaws right now.
That's not Coach Rondinelli out there, so they're going to ride with Sagasumi for as long as they possibly can. Runners on second and third. Ryder Wilson got on base with a walk, and Hank Allred just hit the first score of the game, an RBI double. Nobody down to Braxton Bauer. First pitch to Bauer. That one, nice pitch, catches the inside part of the zone. Good pitch from Sagasumi.
Yeah, just a little bit on the inside of the box there. Bauer thought about it for a second, and it was enough to make him second guess that thing right down into the strike zone.
0-1 count to Bauer. Sagasumi not worried about the runners, worried about the batter. Swing and a miss, and a nice change of speed there from Sagasumi. A little bit out in front of that with the breaking ball. 0-2 count to Bauer. Rock Springs looking for the first out after giving up the first run of the game. Sagasumi with the 0-2. This one hit solidly into left field. That drops, and that will score Ryder Wilson. And it's runners on the corners after the RBI single by Braxton Bauer.
Caught that one. He was in a disadvantage position with the pitch count. Did not deter him to take a nice swing that takes one hot bounce right in front of left field and brings in a score. 2 up.
Ryan Hoover now with runners on the corners. 2-0 Outlaws here in the top of the first. So a good start for post 41. Hoover sent one out against Cheyenne post 6. Talked with Coach Small. That was the first home run for him of his career.
And he was surprised when he was running the bases too.
First pitch to Hoover, swing and a miss. Kind of a little bit indecisive it looked like because it was a choppy swing. It was one of those ones, I guess I should go after it.
I think the mechanisms of that swing, like you said, Elan, it felt like the hips went first, arms were a tad behind on that one. That's why he missed it on that one.
0-1 count to Hoover. Nobody down, runners on the corners. As Ryan waits for the pitch, takes it outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody down, and you've got Hank Allred on third. Send this thing into the outfield. Allred is scoring, whether it's caught or not.
It's got the wheels to do it, absolutely.
So if you're Sagasumi, you really need a strikeout right here.
You do. You need it for confidence. You need it to keep moving forward. You got to get out of this inning.
The 1-1. Bunt was shown by Hoover. Throw pitch was outside, trying to catch Bauer napping, and he's back in time. Close call at first.
Bauer got a little taste
that was
of the
a
dirt
bit
on
of
that
a
one.
face, bit of a slide where the face kind of made contact first.
Well, pop some seeds in there, get the dirt out of your mouth. Let's get back up and going.
2 balls, 1 strike to Ryan Hoover. Runners on the corners, nobody down. Top of the first. Outlaws already with 2 in as that one goes right above the blue helmet of Hoover for 3 balls, 1 strike, 31 count. And if you walk in, you load the bases for Brody Clifton, the right fielder.
This has big potential if you're the Outlaws right now. We know that Hoover can kick this thing high and out.
Delivery to Ryan as he pops this one high. Curling foul towards the first base dugout and caught at the fence by Hudson Pisolar for out number 1.
A well-needed out for for Rock Springs. The Stallions really needing that one. And now Rock Springs able to kind of relax and take a breather here. Sagasumi probably taking a deep breath and moving forward now, knowing that he has 1 out.
Brody Clifton now up to bat for the Outlaws. With 1 down, runners on the corners. Hank on third, Braxton Bauer on first. Outlaws so far with 3 hits in the inning, 2 runs coming in. Runners on the corners with 1 down. First one inside part of the zone for strike 1 to Clifton.
We've seen Sagasumi hit that middle inside portion right there. If we're breaking this into 9 parts, that middle inside portion has been one that's caught the Outlaws thinking more than once today.
Sagasumi agrees on the sign from Garner. It looks at Bauer at first, and the 0-1. Inside, just missing.
That was, it looked to me, and I'm a little ways away. It looked like it was pretty close to the same place as that first one.
1 ball, 1 strike to Brody Clifton. Jackson Osborne stands on deck. Ryan Baldwin in the hole. 1 down, top of the first. Runners on the corners, 1-1 count. Evanston already leads it 2-0. Pitch inside, tags him on the back, and Brody Clifton will go to first. Braxton Bauer moves to second. Now you've got bases loaded. Big opportunity for Jackson Osborne.
Number 18, Jackson
Osborne, and talking a little bit about what we saw from Osborne against the Sixers on Saturday. We saw very aggressive looks, and he was able to put bat on ball a few times. Right now, bases loaded. This could spell a little bit of a disaster right now if you're Rock Springs. You got to get these outs. You got to get out of this, the bottom of the first. Top of the first, excuse me.
Allred on third, Bauer on first, Clifton on second. Sagasumi, this one is a chopper right at the shortstop, fielded well by Rondinelli. Throws over to first, but the run scores. So it'll take the runner off first, and a great job there by second baseman Andrew Rondinelli.
Rondinelli doing the smart decision there, going to first, getting the out. Live to play another day.
3-0 Outlaws with runners on the corners as Allred comes to score. Runners on second and third. Outlaws lead at 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Good start for the Outlaws. First pitch to Baldwin. Chopper at the shortstop. Fielded well by Wheeler. Throws across the diamond. Not in time.
Had to get off the bag on that one.
Yeah, took him off the bag, and the run scores. So now you got runners on the corners after Evanston brings in the 4th run of the inning. Hanging up a crooked number to start things out here at Paul J. Wataha Complex.
Number 5, Walker Wilson.
So Bauer scores. Allred has already scored. Clifton stands on third for Walker Wilson. Evanston looking to go through the entire batting order here in the opening inning. Sagasumi from the stretch. And the first pitch, runner goes. Hudson Garner fires it down, but it's just a bit late and towards the second baseman. And it is now runners on second and third. 1 ball, no strikes to Walker Wilson. Outlaws lead at 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Couldn't ask for a better start if you're Evanston.
No, you can't. It's been fantastic so far if you're the Outlaws. Tad high. That one thought about again, this time by Walker Wilson.
Sagasumi back up on the rubber. Strong right-hander. Light tan glove on the left hand. Kicks and deals the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good-looking pitch by Sagasumi.
It's a good one, and I thought Wilson was going to connect on that one. Just nothing but air. So here we go. This is a chance.
Evanston leads at 4-0. Have runners in scoring position inside, almost unbutton the jersey of Walker Wilson.
Give you a nice close shave on that one.
31 count. Wilson, righty. Sagasumi, righty. Sagasumi sets at the belt. 3-1. This one set into center field. Maddox Ice watches it drop, and now 1 run scores. Coming home is Ryan Baldwin, and it's a 2-run RBI single for Walker Wilson.
Wilson, could not put it more dead center down the middle of Main Street, just taking a 1 hop in front of center fielder for Rock Springs, and now the runs are starting to roll in here.
And now brings up Gavin Oliver for the Outlaws.
So we've started over back to the top of the batting order. We will go.
He's 1 for 1 with a double last time. Came around and scored. Kind of really set things up for this Outlaws team. Oliver puts this one into center field. Nice line drive. Tripping up, coming around second was Walker Wilson, and he has to slide into third to make sure he gets there safe.
Walker Wilson, using those, baby giraffe legs, had to catch himself going around second base. He made it safely in time, but might have lost a little bit. Might get teased a tad as he heads back to the dugout.
Rocky Rondinelli coming out. I think we might already be looking at a pitcher change. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll tell you about the new Rock Springs pitcher when we come back. We'll see. Well, actually, we're going to hold it right here. He might just be talking with him. Yep, and
we're going to be switching out.
We are going to switch pitchers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you about the new Rock Springs pitcher when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Build your own juicy, mouth-watering hamburgers just like you do at home with 1, 2, or 3 patties at the Down Home Eatery. Also enjoy salads and sandwiches. Down Home Eatery is located on Highway 89. Dine in or carry out. Call 679-2002.
Coming in for Coach Rocky Rondinelli, it'll be 25, Dagan Dickinson, as he gets ready for his warm-ups. Dickinson, a right-hander. We'll see what he brings to the mound, but the Outlaws have jumped all over things here in the top of the first as they lead it 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Looking at Dagan Dickinson's stats, trying to find out when the last time he might have pitched for Rock Springs would have been. And just your impressions so far on what the Outlaws have been able to make happen here.
Well, I'm impressed with the ability to keep your eye on this thing. Facing Cheyenne on Saturday, you felt like those things were coming across the plate at 99 miles an hour, and now you put bat to the ball after coming back after what was a really good Cheyenne team, and now Rock Springs trying to give them a run for their money. Maybe a pitching lineup will do that. Just got to be impressed with what you saw on Saturday and now moving forward here in terms of offense.
Dagan Dickinson, last time he pitched was on Sunday. He threw an inning against Cheyenne, got a strikeout with 2 walks. No runs on his appearance, so that's an accomplishment against the Cheyenne team. As Ryder Wilson, sorry, we're having some issues with the camera. We're not sure why.
Not 100% sure why.
As Dickinson will now have Ryder Wilson with runners on the corners as his first assignment. First pitch, throw back to third, goes above a jumping third baseman Jaden Hunt, and that will score Walker Wilson on the error.
Well, that just high above the head of our third baseman here for Rock Springs, and he had to take a big leap. It just hopped up above him, and that just gives enough time for an error to score.
Outlaws lead at 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Dickinson delivers the second pitch for a ball. By the way, on that error, Gavin Oliver moves to second. So 2-0 with a runner in scoring position to Ryder Wilson. Ryder, kind of a swinging bunt type thing where it just kind of goes over the first base line for a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ryder.
Looked like it almost hit the neck of the bat there, just on the skinny portion.
Ryder walked last time he was up. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on second. Wilson takes this one deep into left field. Tracking it down is Peterson, and he puts the glove on it to end the inning.
That'll do it.
So that does it for the end of the first inning. Outlaws bring in 7 on a bunch of runs and are off to a hot start here in Rock Springs. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Build your own juicy, mouth-watering hamburgers just like you do at home with 1, 2, or 3 patties at the Down Home Eatery. Also enjoy salads and sandwiches. Down Home Eatery is located on Highway 89. Dine in or carry out. Call 679-2002.
Outlaws with 7 runs on, let me count them. 5 hits, 2 errors, and the Outlaws getting ready for their first defensive part of the game. Let's go and introduce you to the starting batting lineup for Coach Rocky Rondinelli as we enter the bottom of the first. And for Coach Rondinelli, it will be Maddox Ice, the center fielder, leading it off. Sam Wheeler, the shortstop, batting second. Hudson Garner, the catcher, bats third. Jaden Hunt, the third baseman, bats fourth. Billy Peterson, keep an eye on him. He's the left fielder. He'll bat fifth. Hudson Pasolar, the first baseman, bats sixth. Andrew Rondinelli, the second baseman, bats seventh. Jason Sagasumi, actually, I think that is now going to be Dickinson. Dason Dickinson will bat in that spot now. I believe he'll bat in the 8th spot. And Cannon Christensen, the right fielder, bats ninth. For the Outlaws, Hank Allred will be the starting pitcher in his first pitching appearance of the season. First baseman, you've got Braxton Bauer. Ryan Baldwin will be over at second base. Shortstop looks like Gavin Oliver. Third baseman is Ryan Hoover. An outfield featuring Ryder Wilson in left, Walker Wilson in center, and Brody Clifton in right field. So Hank Allred will face Maddox Ice, who was the pitcher the first time these two teams faced off. Gotta love that he chose Ice Ice Baby as his walk-up song.
Just seems right.
Yeah,
Some
right.
things just seem right in the world, and that's that walk-up song is one of them.
First pitch from Allred is up high, ball one. Gavin Oliver at the shortstop position had a heck of a first inning. As Hank delivers the next pitch. This one popped up high into center field, and putting it in the glove is Walker Wilson. Check that. Gavin Oliver goes into the shallow center field grass from the shortstop position for out number one. That'll bring up Sam Wheeler, longtime stud on this Rock Springs baseball team. As Wheeler comes in, playing shortstop today. First pitch, outside, ball one. As it is getting a little breezy, a little cold.
And we're on the, we're catching it from the left side, and it's blowing across our microphones perfectly. Just enough.
Right. Swing and I miss that one down low for strike one. Good looking pitch there from Hank.
For his first appearance at pitcher today, Hank Allred really putting some heat across the plate right now. I'm really impressed with what I've seen in these short few pitches.
The 1-1 down low in the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Sam Wheeler. Hudson Garner stands on deck. Bottom of the first, 1 down. Outlaws up by 7. Hank with the nod and delivers up high, ball 3. 3-1 count to Sam Wheeler. Hudson Garner stands on deck. Jaden Hunt in the hole. 3-1. That one down low, and it's a 5-pitch walk to put Sam Wheeler on as the first base runner for the Stallions. Here comes Hudson Garner, who is shown some good stuff behind the plate. And he actually hit very well against Evanston in that first matchup. Hang on one sec.
Got to keep a little bit warm, Elan. Got to keep warm. Coming out to House of Pain, too. Good stuff.
Garner showing bunt. This one throw to second is not, it was in time, but it just took a weird bounce past Gavin Oliver, and Wheeler will take second.
Yeah, that was a good throw from Oliver, excuse me.
From Osborne.
Osborne all the way out to second, and that was in time. It took a weird curve at the very end there. Base is stolen.
0-1 count to Garner. Goes up high, no balls, 2 strikes. So pitcher's count for Hank Allred against Hudson Garner. The 0-2. That one inside and high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garner. Jaden Hunt stands on deck. Billy Peterson in the hole. And Billy Peterson was, of course, our big bat we mentioned in the starters graphic.
Got to keep an eye on
the 1-2 outside, down low, ballerina count 2-2.
Need your own personal heater over there, Elan.
I know, it is getting cold right now. Some minor action going on in the Rock Springs bullpen, probably just thrown around to keep warm. 2-2 is inside, and after going down 0-2, Hudson Garner has worked this count full. Good battle here by Hudson against Hank. 2 great ball players.
They are. They're 2 great ball players. And
as Garner chops this one up the center, fielded by Oliver on the throw across the diamond. Got him in time.
That's it.
What a throw by Gavin Oliver from shortstop.
Wow, what an impressive move. That thing came across just as a laser beam. And the reach by Bauer to get that thing and keep a foot on the bag. That one's impressive.
Runner moves over to third, but 2 down for Jaden Hunt. But Gavin Oliver with a very tough move there for the shortstop. And the pitch away from Hunt, and thought about coming home was Wheeler, but he thinks twice, heads back to the bag.
If you thought twice, then you're late.
Lot of room in foul territory here. 1-0 to Wheeler. Allred with 2 down. Runner on third. Hank sets the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hank. Heard from Hank, whose brother Gus is here watching over off of the first base dugout. Wheeler bends over to tie his shoe. Rock Springs out in an electric blue uniform with black pinstripes. Good looking uniform.
I like them. I like them.
Evanston in their away grays with the blue and white stripes. Wheeler with a black batting helmet, red bat, and the 1-1 is outside, gets away, and Osborne chases it down quickly. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So Hunt really staying in there with this 2-1 count. He's in the right position. Watching a couple of these things go outside. No rush here right now.
Hank sets at the chest. 2-1. This one popped up high and curving foul towards the Evanston bullpen. And that brings us to a 2-2 count.
Please return all foul balls.
Runner on third is Sam Wheeler. Walked, then stole second, then advanced on the throw to throw out Hudson Garner at first. Lights have come on here at Paul J. Wataha Complex. The 2-2 inside, full count. Last time we had a full count, we saw Hudson Garner hit one right towards the pitcher's mound, get past Hank Allred, and a very athletic move by Gavin Oliver at shortstop to throw it over in time. Full count. Outside and away, and we got runners on the corners after a full count walk given up by Hank Allred. 2 down for Billy Peterson, and if you are a Stallions fan, this is who you want. Again, 2 for 4 against Evanston back on May 1st in Casper, against Evanston and Casper, including a double. That would be big here. Hank checks the runner at first. And the first pitch to Peterson, thought about offering for it, but held up. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on third is Sam Wheeler. Jaden Hunt on. The only base runners Evanston has given up is via the walk. 1-0 count to Peterson. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. And Hank doing everything he can not to give Peterson anything to clean hit off of.
No easy looks given up here by Hank Allred.
Hank sets at the chest and the 2-0. Outside, runner goes for second, bounces the throw to Gavin Oliver. Did he get it?
Yes.
He did! What a play by Osborne. He threw that one low, let it roll right into the glove of Oliver, who fields it quickly and applies the tag. So no runs come home as they throw out Jaden Hunt trying to steal second. No runs, no errors. Outlaws lead it 7-0 after the first on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Correction, new pitcher for Rock Springs is Billy Peterson. As we get ready for the second inning, it's the Outlaws 7, Rock Springs nothing on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So, and Evanston back with that top of the order kind of due up, and this could be good for if you're the Outlaws. As you get set, you've got the 3, 4, 5 hitters, the heart of the order due up for Evanston. After putting up 7 in the first, how big would it be to kind of duplicate that here in the second?
Oh, it would be huge. Elan, and you know, the battle from the mound to the plate at the bottom of the first, roles are going to be reversed. This time Peterson is going to be pitching to Hank Allred. And so these two are going to go for round 2 in just opposite corners.
2 of the best batters on these teams are now on the mound against each other. This could be a lot of fun. Allred, though, with a 7-run lead and at the plate. First pitch to Hank. Chopper down the third base line for strike 1.
Oh, and Hoover missed that one.
Aw, Todd.
I know.
Aw, Todd.
I'm going to give him grief for that one, too. Too much heat to handle. Bare hand.
It is cold.
Got to work through the pain. I don't know about that excuse. The
0-1 to Allred, and he pops this one high, heading towards the dugout of Evanston. Actually drops into the field to our right. 0-2 count to Hank, and now Hank's going to have to choke up and figure out a way to put this thing in play. He's 1 for 1 with a double earlier in the first.
And
RBI double.
Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, he was behind the pitch count, too, last time. I might have remembered.
Yep,
so.
the 0-2. All red chops this one right at the shortstop. Wheeler fields it cleanly, throw across the diamond, in time for out number 1. Good throw by Wheeler. And that brings up Braxton Bauer for the Outlaws. Bauer, RBI single last time up, as the Outlaws have already batted through the order here in the first. So this is already the second time everybody is getting up to the plate. But most of them, it's the first time seeing Billy Peterson.
That's what I was about to say. You know, second round, but first look at Billy Peterson.
Peterson, first pitch to Bauer. Outside, ball 1. So all red, grounds out to the shortstop. Well, ever since Peterson's come in, it's been he's faced 2 and sat down 2. 1-0 to Bauer, pops this one high into shallow center right field, and that one will drop in and out of the glove of Cannon Christensen, who makes the run in from right field, and he can't hang on to it.
I thought for a half second that that juggle underneath right there was going to save that out, but instead hitting the grass, just a real heartbreaker.
I'll now bring up Ryan Hoover with Braxton Bauer on first after the error. Hoover, 0 for 1 on the day. Popped out to the first baseman in foul territory last time up. As the wind is just howling right now, but it's Rock Springs. Hoover hits this one down the third base line, and I think Coach, a.k.a. Dad, is telling him, just calm down. You're all right. Calm down.
Right.
Don't chase after the first thing you see.
Last time I saw that exact type of, talking to, or rather motion, it was preceding a home run from Hoover. So we'll see how this one goes.
Peterson with the 0-1. Hoover fouls this one into the back screen. And a quick pitcher's count for Billy Peterson with 1 down.
Peterson really impressed with the way that he's handling these batters for the Outlaws. Faced a few, and he sat a couple down, and if not for an error,
he'd be 4 for 4.
Yep.
So Peterson definitely changing things up a little bit for Rock Springs. The pitch. Hoover puts this one foul over the first base dugout, and it'll hold 0-2. Oh, go get
maybe I gotta go.
I was
grab
gonna say,
one of
go get that.
I gotta go get that.
They just—I don't know if you could hear it, but they just announced that you get a piece of candy for returning the foul ball. So
that is a great gig,
right?
Great deal.
0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Throw back to first, and the ball is low. Trying to get the double up on the strikeout, but instead they'll just settle for the strikeout. And 2 down for Brody Clifton with a runner on first.
Wow, Elan, that pitch looked like it was coming in slow motion towards Hoover, and it just outside of the box.
Clifton tagged on the back the first time up. Came around and scored as part of the 7-run first inning for the Outlaws. The pitch. Inside, almost got him again.
Close. Nice shave again. Everybody's going to be clean shaven after today. Shout out to the peeps doing all the golf course stuff. It's got to be cold.
Oh, man. 1-0 on the way from Peterson. Outside and away. Good snag by Garner. Throw back to first. Did he get him? No. If he missed, it wasn't by much.
No, and Bauer's been almost had his hand caught in the cookie jar a few times today.
Yep.
And this time he's going to be called safe. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away with another one of those.
I think I figured out the camera. It's whenever you lean on the table and jiggle the cord around with the wind, maybe that's what it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
2-0. And this one hit lazily over the first base line, and it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike to Brody Clifton. Jackson Osborne, who's 0 for 1, stands on deck. The catcher still with his shin guards on.
Battle gear.
Yep, 2-1 count to Clifton. Peterson with the delivery. Up high, throw back to first, and up standing up is Bauer.
Bauer's really testing the waters,
Bauer,
isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He's really pushing himself.
Yeah, but he's quick enough to get back, so he can do
it.
I'm
impressed. I truly am. You know, how many lives does Braxton Bauer have? Let's find out today.
Peterson with the 31 count. This one fouled over the third baseline, and now we've got a full count. Or first baseline, rather.
Please return all ball balls.
Full count to Brody Clifton. Jackson Osborne on deck. Clifton can reach, and if Osborne reaches and extends the inning, it'll bring up Ryan Baldwin. Full count offering, 2 down, runner on first to Clifton. And the pitch. This one hit right up the middle. Wheeler with the field at shortstop, runs over, takes it to second to get the lead runner, and the inning is over. No hits, no runs, and the Outlaws still lead it 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We will be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Whether you're a high school student or a community member looking for change, let Uinta Bosie's #1 and Western Evanston Outreach help you get started. Career opportunities await you when you further your education. Programs include workforce training, college credit for high school students, and college and career readiness. What are you waiting for? Find your passion. Enroll today. Call 789-5742 or email info@uintaeducation.org.
Billy Peterson leading off the inning for the Rock Springs Stallions as Hank Allred goes back out for inning number 2 of his shift.
We're on the wrong side of the complex, Elan.
Oh, man.
We're on the wrong side.
If this field was on the other opposite side of the complex, the wind would not be an issue.
I cannot begin to tell you how, exemplar, just an example of the story of my life that is, just on the wrong side of the complex.
It'll be Billy Peterson, Hudson Pasolar, and Andrew Rondinelli, the 3 up for Coach Rocky Rondinelli, as Peterson pops this one high. Third baseman Ryan Hoover comes up and he can't get it.
Yep.
The wind took it and drops it right in front of him in the infield grass on the third base side.
Dang.
Not sure what. I'm going to wait to see what the Outlaws score that on Game Changer, because you could go either way with that.
Oh, man. You saw Hoover get right underneath it, and this thing came screaming back in the wind.
I'll bring up Hudson Pasolar, the first baseman. Allred checks the runner at first, and the delivery. Outside part of the zone for strike 1. Good looking pitch there from Hank.
That's good. Here come the shivers. Here come the shivers.
The 0-1 to Pasolar. This one chopped in the gap between first and second base. And moving to second is Billy Peterson.
Now batting number 2, Andrew Rondinelli.
So it is an error to get Peterson on, but a single for Hudson Pasolar. I'll bring up Andrew Rondinelli with runners on first and second. Nobody down.
I thought for a second Pasolar was going to peg Peterson on that run.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to catch it right in the thigh.
Yep, and
really
if that
did.
happens, he's out.
Oh, boy. That's when 6th grade dodgeball really pays off right there, right?
I feel like the Outlaws were victims of peg balls at this very stadium at State 2 years ago a lot.
Oh, man.
In that game, the elimination game against Sheridan. I got Outlaw great Gus Allred sitting next to me, and I think
we're gonna have to bring him on.
I guess I just gave him PTSD.
I guess.
As the next pitch right down Front Street to Martinelli or Rondinelli. Martinelli's, by the way, is
really good. You're making me hungry.
I know. Martinelli's, by the way, our sponsor of our postgame show.
What a
broadcast
right
is
there,
falling
Elan.
off the rails. 1-1 to Rondinelli inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. Nobody down. Billy Peterson reached on an error. He's on second. Hudson Pasolar with a nice little hot single that hit the ground in between first and second base. Not much you can do about it there. 2-1 to Rondinelli. Thought about showing bunt, reached for it, but he missed. And that's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dyson Dickinson on deck for the Stallions. The 2-2 from Allred. This one hit at Gavin Oliver at shortstop. Throw to second for 1. On to first is not in time, but they get the runner at second for 1 down. However, Peterson moves to third. So a 6-4 tag out, and then not in time on the fielder's choice. And I'll put runners on the corners as Dyson Dickinson comes up with 1 down. And if you're the Outlaws, you're looking for a strikeout right here. Allred. Black glove on his left hand, resting on his thigh. The pitch inside. Throw to second is almost in time to Oliver, but the pat throw gets past him. Coming home is Peterson.
What a move.
As he scores, he waited for the ball to get past Oliver, and then flying in is Billy Peterson on the throw. 7-1 Outlaws on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the bottom of the second. Rondinelli moves over to second on the stolen base, and now you've got runners on second with 1 down.
Don't know if this means anything, but they had that score on there when Peterson was on second, so they must have had a lot of faith in him moving forward.
The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 count. And, maybe getting some base runners off might help Hank just kind of zero in on the batter at hand, and that's Dickinson. As that one gets away from him and catches the inside part of the zone. It looked like it got away from him, and it just curves back in.
I thought that thing...
What a pitch by Hank Allred.
Dropped like gravity doubled in the last 2
When it
feet.
came out of his hand, it looks like it got away from him, and it just dubbed back in. 1-2. Outside in the dirt. Jackson Osborne with a good grab. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dickinson. Cannon Christensen on deck for Rock Springs. Outlaws out in front by a fairly commanding lead, 6 runs.
But stonewalled in second. Yeah.
The 2-2. Up high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dickinson had to duck out of the way to not tattoo the helmet.
We've been here before. Allred's walked a couple Stallions in this position before. This is a good chance for him to get that strike, move up to 2 outs.
As that one goes low, and that's the 3rd walk of the evening for Mr. Allred. I'm going to bring up Cannon Christian as we get set with 1 down, runners on first and second. So you got the force at any base now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot to work with there if you're Evanston. The pitch to Cannon Christensen. Outside part of the zone, nasty pitch
Bottom right
from
corner.
Hank Allred.
Bottom right corner, that was good.
Maybe there's something about this Allred family in pitching.
I don't know what it is.
The 0-1 count. Away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the second. 1 run in already for Rock Springs. 1 down, runners on first and second. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at 1 outside. Nice movement there from Hank Allred. Maddox Ice, the leadoff man, stands on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hank sets and delivers. Outside, gets away from Jackson Osborne, rolls off of the fence and into the catcher's glove of Osborne. Runners move over, so now instead of first and second, you've got second and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a big opportunity here for Cannon Christensen. Two.
Ooh.
Inside, but couldn't get the call.
Oh, man, I don't know. That one looked pretty good from up here.
If it missed, it did not miss by much.
Nope.
Full count to Cannon Christensen. Or Chrisman, that's his name. Pitch outside, and a back-to-back full count walks. Loads the bases.
Now batting number 26.
And a big opportunity for Maddox Ice.
You know, Evanston got out of the blocks early, Elan, putting up 7 on the board very early on. And now Rock Springs starting to show some life, show some signs of life, absolutely in position to catch up with these bases loaded right now.
Ice 0 for 1 on the day. Popped out to the shortstop, Gavin Oliver. First pitch to Ice. Catches the upper part of the zone for strike 1. Good looking pitch by Hank Allred. Set. And thought about offering it that one, but nice check swing by Maddox Ice. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the second. As the sun begins to go down a little bit, that wind's calming down.
A little bit, yeah. You know,
or maybe I just can't feel it anymore.
It's said not to be envious, but I see people with blankets and I can't help it. Like
1-1 catches the outside part of the window. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitcher's count. Hank Allred looking for a strikeout here to take away a lot of options for Rock Springs.
Yep.
The 1-2. This one hit shallow into right field. That gets down. 1 run scores for Rock Springs.
Coming around.
Rounding third is Dickinson. Throw to Osborne, and he misses the tag. The throw was there, but an athletic move by Dyson Dickinson. He's able to outmaneuver Osborne.
Mini hurdle right at home plate, and I thought Osborne was just a hair outside off the bag, and he goes to turn with his left hand, and he's too far out.
That's 2 in for the Rock Springs Stallions, and now we got ourselves a ball game. 4-run lead for Evanston. They came into this one with 7-run lead with 1 down. First pitch to Sam Wheeler, outside down low for ball 1. Wheeler walked last time, stole second, made it to third before the inning ended on a fielder's choice back in the first. The 1-0. Outside part of the zone.
Good spot. Good placement there by Hank.
One ball, 1 strike to Wheeler. Outside away, good grab by Osborne. 2 balls, 1 strike. Both bullpens are quiet right now. Runners on first and second, 1 down, 2-1. And this one popped up high into foul territory, but into the Evanston bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm telling you, go after that, Cody.
Okay, dude. Well,
You're kind of
I gotta get on my horse. I really do. If I gotta beat anybody from the bullpen.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Sam Wheeler, and the pitch outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Seen a few full counts, Elan. A lot of them have ended in walks, and I really want to see Hank put this thing away.
Hank, ball behind his back, sets at the chest. And the gray uniform delivers the full count offering outside, and the bases are loaded again. Another full count walk
Up to bat, number 14.
for Hank Allred. And that now loads it up for Hudson Gardner. Tying plate runner at the plates as Coach Hoover comes out to talk with him. So we're not going to get a pitching change. We'll see if there is any action in the bullpen, but I'm not seeing anything right now. But Hudson Garner represents your tying run at the plate. Garner grounded out to the shortstop last time up, so the Outlaws could really use an inning-ending double play.
Wouldn't that be
right
nice?
here?
Wouldn't that be nice? And it would be a candidate for our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game.
I don't know. The one that Gavin Oliver had to end the last inning to throw out to Gardner, what might be the lead candidate right here.
That thing was a laser beam.
Full
6-3. Ground out. That was great.
First pitch to Gardner down low for ball 1. Hank, not even worrying about the runners as its base is loaded. This one lined into shallow left center field. Takes a weird roll off of Walker Wilson. One run comes in. A second run's going to come in. They're waving home the third run. Throw by Gavin Oliver is going to be late. And this is now a one-run game.
And the ball's behind third.
The throw to third to try to catch Gardner at the... Okay, the throw to third to try to catch Gardner on the rundown goes past the third baseman, rolls into left field, and we have ourselves a one-run game after a 3-run RBI double for Hudson Garner.
Wow, Elan, what a shift. I hope you don't have whiplash because momentum.
Oh, man.
It's shifted right now. So, all right, we have a ball game. Elan, bottom of the second.
Yeah, bottom of the second. It's a one-run game.
What initially was thought to be, up and away, a track race for the Outlaws has turned into a massive comeback early on by the Stallions.
Yeah.
I mean, to say the
1,
very
2, 3,
least.
4, 5, 6 runs in this inning, as that'll bring up Jaden Hunt. First pitch to Hunt, finds the zone for strike 1. And if you're the Outlaws, you got to figure out a way to get something going your way, as you have not had it go your way this inning.
And only one out. One out, too. So you got to get two things going for you.
We do have some action in the Evanston bullpen. This one, a light hit towards the third baseman. Hoover for one, tries to throw for Gardner, but they're not going to get him in time. Hudson Gardner scores for third. And the Outlaws and Stallions are tied with nobody on the bases for the first time in quite a while.
Wow. 7 in the first for the Outlaws. Woo-hoo. Let's make it 7 in the second for the Stallions, and let's make it a really fun ball game.
Yeah, it always is when these two get together. I'll bring up Billy Peterson, who started this second inning, reached on an error, and came around and scored. First pitch to Peterson, swinging a miss at one outside for strike 1. This one looked to be like a Evanston run type game, but man, 7 runs by Rock Springs here in the second. The 0-1 to Peterson, inside, hits him on the hands. No swing though. So taking second will be Billy Peterson. We are seeing some action in the Evanston bullpen, as that will bring up Hudson Pasolar.
Big Papa.
Yep. 2 down, sorry. Outlaws.
Biggie, man.
Oh, man. Go ahead, runner on first.
I know what we're listening to on the way home.
2 down, go ahead, runner on first in the form of Billy Peterson. 7 runs have come in this inning to tie this one. First pitch inside at the knees for ball 1. Good grab there by Jackson Osborne. Outlaws open the game with 7 runs. Blank Rock Springs in the bottom of the first. Rock Springs blanks Evanston in the top of the second, as the throw back to first to try to catch up on Peterson is a little bit late. Outlaws blanked in the top of the first, and now Rock Springs has responded with 7 runs of their own. Allred checks the runner at first, sets the 1-0. That one bounces off of Osborne, rolling towards his left, and easily taking second on the ball is Billy Peterson.
Peterson might have a chance to score twice in an inning here.
Yeah.
If things don't turn quickly for the Outlaws.
Big opportunity for Rock Springs. 2-0. This one popped up high and foul into the field to our left where a softball game is taking place. So hopefully they are aware of what's going on and they don't get tagged by that. Man, what a game this is already shaping up to be. We're only in the bottom of the second.
It's great.
Runner on second, 2-1, 2 down, and the 2-1 finds the zone.
That's
low and
good.
away. Make it a ballerina count, 2-2.
How far are we into this ball game, Elan? I'll tell you, we're on the hand-sitting phase. That's how far we are into it.
And the pitch. That one inside goes off the glove of Osborne. Taking off for third is Peterson, and he'll take that one on the passed ball.
When it rains, it pours, Elan. It's
and now the go-ahead run 90 feet away for Rock Springs.
Full count, too.
As that full count offering goes down low for a walk. That'll bring up Andrew Rondinelli. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks given up by Hank Allred in this one. Rondinelli. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice. Big opportunity now for Rock Springs. Runners on the corners. First pitch by Allred to Rondinelli. Up high, watch the first one, ball 1. Two down. Hudson Pasolar on first. Peterson on third as it becomes 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball hits the dirt, slides away. Good stop by Jackson Osborne.
Trust your arm, you got it.
Allred with the 2-0. Just out. Didn't miss by much. Just
Nope.
outside. 3
No, it did
balls,
not.
no strikes. And Evanston might have to deal with another full Rock Springs bases. 3-0. Finds the
There you
zone,
go.
so he gets that one. Now he's 1 pitch away from getting back into it. A lot of time at this level, you'll see 3-0. The batter's holding no matter what, so you can kind of sneak a free strike in there. Now you're 1 pitch away from getting in there as this one is laced between the shortstop and the third baseman, and Rock Springs takes the lead. An 8-run inning for the Stallions. RBI single for Andrew Rondinelli. And Hank Allred walking off the mound. He'll give the ball to Todd Hoover, and we will have a new Outlaw pitcher. We'll tell you about him after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Dad, did you know that the iris of your eye is more unique than your fingerprint?
Yes, I did. I learned that in optometry school. I'm Dr. Trent Clooney with Uinta Eye and Vision, where we understand that every eye is unique. We are dedicated to carrying on the tradition of great vision care in Evanston. Quality care like I received growing up here. I care about your individual and unique eye health. With over a decade of experience, I'm excited to return to Evanston and once again cheer on the Evanston Red Devils.
Call my dad at Uinta Eye and Vision to schedule an appointment. 307-789-3937.
Ryder Wilson will now be the pitcher for the Evanston Outlaws here in the bottom of the second. Excuse the hiccups. Runners on the corners. Nope, sorry. Bases loaded for Rock Springs. Hang on. Yeah, runners on first. Let me find out where they settle first. All right. Okay, we got runners on first.
You got
and
2
second.
strikes, Elan. You got one more chance.
Yep.
Is it second and first?
It's first and second, yeah.
Okay.
They were standing over there on third
answer?
like they were there. So
Final
give me a
answer?
break.
Final answer?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
2 down as Ryder Wilson comes in to face Dyson Dickinson, who walked last time up. And if you're Evanston, looking at that line, walks, you've got to cut down on them the rest of the game.
You do. You got to cut down on them. Right now it's just giving the Stallions too many opportunities. And you know what? Props to Rock Springs.
Yeah,
They've been able to
capitalize on it.
They've been able to come into it. There's a bunny out onto the field. He's coming around. That's awesome. Cute little bunny.
First pitch outside in the dirt. Throw to third, and they're going to get him. They're going to get him. Throw to third. Great tag by Ryan Hoover. Trying to swim around it was Hudson Pasolar, but they caught him stealing, and that ends the inning. 8 runs come in on a lot of hits for Rock Springs, and the Outlaws trail 8-7 going into the top of the third on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Dad, did you know that the iris of your eye is more unique than your fingerprint?
Yes, I did. I learned that in optometry school. I'm Dr. Trent Clooney with Uinta Eye and Vision, where we understand that every eye is unique. We are dedicated to carrying on the tradition of great vision care in Evanston. Quality care like I received growing up here. I care about your individual and unique eye health. With over a decade of experience, I'm excited to return to Evanston and once again cheer on the Evanston Red Devils.
Call my dad at Uinta Eye and Vision to schedule an appointment. 307-789-3937.
Eight runs come in the second for Rock Springs, and they lead the Outlaws 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we start our third inning, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Our vision is to help improve yours. Osborne, Baldwin, and Wilson, the 7, 8, 9 batters, due up for the Outlaws. Osborne grounded out to the shortstop his first time up, but that was not against Billy Peterson. First pitch to Osborne, outside, almost gets away from Hudson Garner. 1 ball, no strikes. And now if you're Billy Peterson, an inning ago you were down 7 when you came into this game, and now you're up 1. So it completely changes your mindset a little bit.
You got a good lineup, and you've been getting some kids out, and you scored twice in the second. So, I mean, Billy Peterson at the center of what has been a huge Rock Springs comeback.
Absolutely. And we're only in the third, so we got a long way to go. Pitch outside to Osborne. 2 balls, no strikes. Osborne takes the 2-0 down low. And right now, Jackson Osborne looking for a free trip to first, courtesy of Billy Peterson. Peterson offers the 3-0 to Osborne. Osborne pops that one up high, heading towards foul territory, across the third base line, and drops down in the Rock Springs dugout. Interesting that Osborne swing on 3-0. We don't see that very often.
He must have felt really good about it.
So it's a 3-1 count to Jackson Osborne. Nobody down here in the top of the third. The pitch. Osborne, slow roller across the third base line, fouled off. And after being down 3-0, Billy Peterson has pitched his way back in to this at-bat.
Yeah, I mean, Osborne must have felt really good about those 2 pitches there, and now he's in sudden death with Billy Peterson.
Peterson with the full count offering. Osborne fouls that one off his foot, and it'll hold 3 balls, 2 strikes. Osborne back into the right-handed side of the batter's box. And Peterson with the 3-2. Osborne, line drive down on the ground into left field. Can't fielding it is Dickinson, and Osborne on first with a single.
He split third and the shortstop, and both of them go on a dive and a tumble into the dirt. Gets a good placement out.
I got to correct myself. That was not a line drive. That was a hot grounder. I don't know why I said line drive. I'll bring up Ryan Baldwin, the second baseman. Reached on an error, then came around and scored as part of that 7-run first inning. Runner on first is Jackson Osborne after the leadoff single. Baldwin, black helmet, lays the bunt down, and it hovers along the third base line and goes foul. That one hovered for a while. It made you think it had a little bit of a chance.
You know, with the wind coming across your face from left to right, it had an opportunity to go and roll back into play. But when the wind needed it most, it vanished.
Peterson up on this one, 0-1. Baldwin awaiting the offering, righty versus righty. Baldwin watches the 0-1 into the glove, and a called strike. Catches the outside part of the zone from the right-hander. 0-2 counts. And time called by the umpire. Okay, Ryan called the timeout. Baldwin waiting the 0-2. Breaking ball up high. Throw is in time to catch Jackson Osborne at second. What a throw by Hudson Garner into the glove of Andrew Rondinelli, who picks it up cleanly and applies the tag.
Couldn't have been more precise with that throw from Gardner all the way out to second, and it just right in front of the bag. Couldn't have been in a better position.
And they 1-2. Baldwin, chopper towards Jaden Hunt at third, throw across the diamond in time for out number 2.
2 quick outs, and I thought that was, that ball was going way outside. He reached, and it lost momentum on the swing, and it lined down the third base line.
I'll bring up Walker Wilson, a 2-run RBI single last time he was up. Pitch to Walker, first pitch. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the zone. Nice movement by Billy Peterson there. 0-1 count. 2 down, nobody on to Walker. Next one, breaking ball that didn't break at all, goes inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gavin Oliver, 2 for 2. Stands on deck if this inning can get extended somehow. Next one misses down low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walker Wilson. Gavin Oliver on deck. Ryder Wilson, Walker's brother, in the hole. Two-1 from Billy Peterson to Walker Wilson. Inside, and it's a 31 count. Wilson trying to get on base with 2 down and hopefully start a bit of a 2-out rally for the Outlaws, who find themselves down 8-7 here in the top of the third, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. .31. Outside and away, and Wilson works the walk. Gives the Outlaws something to work with as Gavin Oliver, oh, and I just cleared the wrong one. Gavin Oliver comes on to the batter's box, and Oliver 2 for 2 on the day, so this is someone you want up there. He's also batting .500 on the season coming into today. He's above .500 now with his performance so far. as Rondinelli comes in, and they're going to have a conversation. Billy Peterson still on the mound, still has the ball in the hand, and I think Coach Rondinelli there might be some strategy here on, all right, how do we get a hot batter? That's Gavin Oliver. I mean, he looked good against almost everyone they've faced this year.
Yeah. He does look good, and he's above 500, and moving forward, doing great today. And I don't think it was a talking to about any type of performance on the mound. It is solely like, what are we going to do about Oliver?
2 down. Gavin Oliver up. First pitch to Peterson. Inside for ball 1. Almost unbuttoned Gavin Oliver's jersey. Oliver steps out of the batting box and back in. Pitch outside, runners going for second, and the throw is wide. Good grab, though, by Rondinelli at second. He couldn't apply the tag. He had to kind of lay out to make sure it stayed in the infield and didn't give Walker anything else besides second.
I'm saying the wind's going to save us on that one, Elan. I think
Yeah.
it did carry it off of the bag just enough. Gardner with a good throw. That wind really just got him off the bag.
2-0 outside. Throw back to third, trying to catch him. And Hudson is letting Walker know, I see you out there. Again, we talked about at the top of the show, one of the best catchers in the west side of the state. 3-0 count to Gavin Oliver. And he'll take that one in the zone for strike 1. Oliver still up in this one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Peterson. Oliver into left field. That's down. And the tying run is being waved across third. Throw by third by Dickinson is not going to be there in time at all. And coming in and scoring on an RBI single by Gavin Oliver is Ryder Wilson.
Great work by Oliver to get that down, and just in the spacing, it was perfect, and now we have a tie ball game yet again.
8-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Ryder Wilson 0 for 1 on the day gets ready to come in. Ryder, the new pitcher, by the way. First pitch to Wilson. Pops a swing and a pop-up high. Gardner tracking it down, the wind moving it around, but it goes in and out of the glove of Hudson Gardner. He just simply shakes it off. I think we all know what caused that.
Yep, I think we do.
The wind just took that one, and the wind is the opposite of James Bond. He likes to stir it up a little bit.
That one got me, Elan. That one got me. That was
all right. I got I got my goal for the year.
Oh,
Thank
gosh.
you.
Out of all the jokes, that's the one. That's the one. Oh my gosh.
0-2 count to Ryder Wilson.
Man, this wind is bad.
It is bad.
It's shifted. Early in the game, it was coming from more of a west to eastern type of thing. Now it's straight from the north.
It is flat out swirling up top, and that has definitely been the difference in some of these things.
Claimed some victims for defensive plays and what would have been highlights for Hoover and for Gardner.
And this one is laced into center field. It's a 2-out rally that continues for the Outlaws. Runners move over 1 base, and you've got runners on first and second for Hank Allred.
Now batting number 7, Hank Allred.
And Allred, let's see, where's the wind blowing? Where's that flag? And might be a little hard for him to put it into the wind and over the wall here tonight.
If you want any type of chance, you're going to have to go into right center and have this thing carry you just a tad.
Yeah, but the wind is almost
it.
Blowing right into his face. So Allred right now. Goals just put the bat on the ball and see what you can do. First pitch catches the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Good looking pitch there from Billy Peterson. Time to rub the hands together, keep warm.
I know.
Runners in scoring position for Allred as the 0-1 catches the outside part of the zone, and quickly Peterson goes up 0-2. 8-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Gavin Oliver represents the go-ahead run. He's at second base. The 0-2. This one hit well in the grounder into right field. Waving Gavin Oliver around third as Chrisman cannot pick it up, and the throw is not going to happen. It's an RBI single for Hank Allred, and the Outlaws take the lead 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Still runners on first and second.
Ball got tangled up in the ankles out there in right field, and just couldn't get it back in time. Oliver just takes a nice leisurely jog around third and into home plate.
First pitch by Billy Peterson to Braxton Bauer finds the zone right down Main Street for strike one. As Bauer sends this chopper right towards the glove of Rondinelli at second, he steps on the base to get the force out, and the inning is over. 2 runs come in for the Outlaws as they lead it 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third, brought to you by Untitled Vision on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Bottom of the third brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. And the odd innings seem to be friendly to Evanston as they put up 7 in the first, nothing in the third, and retake the lead here in the third with 2 coming home in the top of the third. New pitcher for the Evanston Outlaws. It is Damian Common. As we get that camera back on. I don't think it's a connection or anything like that. It's just because as soon as you reset it, it works. So yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I just work here.
Right. Damian Common will be the new pitcher. New catcher Hank Allred as Ryder Wilson returns to left field. It'll be the 8-9 and leadoff hitters due up for Coach Rocky Rondinelli, Dyson Dickinson, Cannon Chrisman, and Maddox Ice for the Stallions. All a combined 0 for 1 for 3 because he got 2 walks there. Bottom of the third brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Our vision is to help improve yours. As, man, it is, temperature has dropped here in Rock Springs.
This always happens to us, Elan.
I know, right?
I don't know why.
55 degrees, 10-mile-per-hour winds.
That's got to be more than that. That's wrong.
Sorry, but Weather Channel might be a little bit off there.
Wrong.
We should get Colton to do the weather.
Seriously.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we could just be like, hey, Colton, why don't we bring you in for a weather update? Because he does a lot of the weather stuff at the station.
And he's
very good.
Dang good at it,
and
too.
And accurate. Dyson Dickinson, the, I believe, left fielder will come in. Dickinson hits this one down the third baseline. It's fair. Dickinson digging for second. Picked up by Ryder Wilson, who throws it a mile to Gavin Oliver at shortstop, but Dickinson slides for a leadoff double.
Now batting number 7.
That is a big leadoff hit for Rock Springs, as that'll bring up Cannon Chrisman, who walked and came around to score last time up. And now Damian Kamen Common, excuse me, has to mentally reset here. Common. Young righty. Pitches. Cutter outside, gets away from Osborne, waving the runner over to third, and there is no throw. So the tying run 90 feet away as Rock Springs threatening again here in the bottom of the third. Gannon Chrisman, 1 ball, no strikes, as Damian Common delivers. Swing and a miss at a ball inside. Good looking pitch there by Common. 4 strike 1.
That was great stuff by Common. Coming in, young, getting things going.
1 ball, 1 strike. Common with the delivery. Cutter misses outside. Good stop by Hank Allred. Two balls, 1 strike. So this looks like it's going to be a bullpen game for Evanston. 2-1. Inside, 3 balls, 1 strike to Gannon Chrisman. Maddox Ice, the center fielder, stands on deck. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a 2-run RBI single that kind of got things going in the second. 31 count. Swing and a miss at a cutter outside, and Common gets back into this one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 9-8 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, but nobody down, and already a runner on third in the form of Dyson Dickinson for Rock Springs. Common with the delivery. This one, breaking ball, grounder to shortstop. Oliver throws across the diamond, and that one is way skied above the glove of Braxton Bauer. The run scores for Rock Springs, and Crispin will take second on the air. So we're tied once again, and Evanston still has to deal with a runner in scoring position as Maddox Ice will get ready for this one. And not sure, it looks like we're just going to have a conversation between Rocky Rondinelli and the batter, Maddox Ice. Tied at 9 here in the bottom of the third. A game that started at 6:05. We're 2 minutes shy of being 90 minutes into this one. Stepping off the mound is Common. 7 pitches thrown by Damian Common. 1 run already coming around. And the first pitch. Cutter tries to catch outside, but misses away. Ball 1. Sam Wheeler, who's walked twice, stands on deck for the Stallions. This is game, I want to say, 1 of a big early season series between these two. We've got Rock Springs here tonight, Rock Springs at Evanston, I believe, next week, and then we're going to have a doubleheader in Evanston at some point. 0-1-0 catches the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. So these two teams are going to see plenty of each other. The 1-1, outside and away, good snag by Hank Allred, and immediately the batter Ice signals to Chrisman to hold at second. 2-1 count to Maddox Ice. Common checks the runner at first, lets the right hand dangle, sets the 2-1. Outside, and another good grab by Hank Allred. 3 balls, 1 strike to Maddox Ice.
3-1 count. Now we have options if you're Rock Springs, not having to be forced into anything if you don't want to.
Common with the set. And the 3-1. inside for the walk, and now you got runners on first and second with nobody down.
At the top of the batting order.
Yeah. Now Sam Wheeler now. Walked last time he came up. He's walked his last 2 times as he gets set for this battle with Damian Common. And right now, the walks are an issue for the Outlaws. That is definitely something I think Coach Small will be a little concerned about and a little bit disappointed in as we get set for the post game, which is still probably a ways away. But you know he's thinking, man, we're walking way too many guys.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, you look at the box score right now. Evanston walking has allowed 7 walks in this one, and that could very well be the difference. First pitch misses for a ball. Next pitch misses inside for a ball. When you give up 7 walks, and let's see how many of them come around to score. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have come around to score. 4 of those 7 walks have come around to score for Rock Springs. Swinging and miss at 1 outside. 2-1. So that might be a big difference maker if you're Evanston. You could be out in front of this thing.
It's huge. It's a huge discrepancy right now because we haven't seen the Outlaws get on the bag after, especially since Billy Peterson's gone onto the mound.
Yeah, he has been an absolute difference maker for Rock Springs. We had him as our big bat, but man, should have talked about his pitching.
I guess.
Outside away, 3 balls, 1 strike to Sam Wheeler. Hudson Gardner stands on deck. Sets, and the 3-1. Cutter finds the zone, and Common gets back into this one. Full count. And now this is a big pitch for Evanston.
It's a huge pitch.
You're either going to load the bases, give up some runs on a hit.
Or get your first out.
Yeah, get that first out. The pitch. This one foul tipped into the screen, so it'll hold at 3-2.
Gotta wait for longer.
Yep.
Gotta wait for the conclusion of this great battle between Common and Wheeler.
Wheeler, red and black white batting gloves, waves it above his gray batting helmet. Common with the full count offering. Inside, catches the zone. What a pitch by Damian Common for out number 1.
Much needed, too. Much needed.
And you can say that again as we're not out of danger yet. Hudson Gardner with the 3-run RBI double that set this place on fire. Just an inning ago now goes to the batter's box. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He has gotten bat to ball both times. First pitch cutter outside misses, ball 1. First at bat, he grounded to Gavin Oliver, which took a really, really good play by Oliver to throw him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sent it for a 3-run RBI double. The 1-0 to Gardner. This one popped up high into shallow right field, and Baldwin going back makes the catch for out number 2. Good catch by Ryan Baldwin. And now Outlaws trying to keep this thing tied, and it looks very possible that you could as Jaden Hunt steps in. He grounded out to the shortstop. Last time up, walked his first time. Common again lets the ball hang, goes from the stretch, sets around the cheek, and the righty delivers to the righty. First one, swing and popped up high over the Union broadcast booth for strike 1.
Got lost in the sky. There's like a hole right here in the net.
I know, right? How unfortunate would it be if it dropped right? There's a net that goes from the backstop, or just shy of the backstop, just shy of the press box. How unfortunate would that be? Throw is outside. Hank Allred throws to first, tries to catch the runner at first. That is Maddox Ice, but he is back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If that thing
There's
just
a hole
drops,
right here.
Oh,
get ready to put your
you know
body.
what? You might
put your body on the line.
You might get the play of the game if you can pull anything from there in.
See, here's the thing: when that ball pops up in the sky, it's the same color as the clouds right now. So it would take a miracle.
1-1. Cutter misses inside. Tried to hit the zone. It was a good-looking pitch, but just didn't break enough. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jaden Hunt. 2 down, runners on first and second. 1 run already come in for Rock Springs. And the pitch. That one down low, 31 count to Jaden Hunt. Billy Peterson, who led off this inning and came around and scored. Or excuse me, no, I got that wrong. Peterson scored back in the 3rd. My scorebook is all sorts of messed up because of that long inning. As the 3-1 catches the outside part of the zone. Nice cutting pitch.
Nice.
By Davian Common for strike 2. And now, Common, you got to get this strikeout if you're Evanston.
You got to get it. This is it right here. Full count, everything.
In baseball, there's moments where games are decided and you think that could be it. And that one drops down low, and you got bases loaded now. If you are Rock Springs and you are thrilled with who's about to take to the plate, Billy Peterson. 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on an error, hit by a pitch, but he's got 2 runs scored in the day. Bases loaded for Peterson, 2 down. So a ground out, a pop out, a fly out, anything would help the Outlaws out here. But Peterson with a chance to break this thing open for the Stallions. First pitch to Peterson. Inside, almost caught him for ball 1.
That was close.
I'm actually calling that foul ball, saying it hit the bat.
Hit the bottom of the bat.
So that's a foul ball. And the umpire saying it
just
hit
had
him.
to clarify.
Umpire saying it's hit him, but credit to Billy Peterson. He said no, it hit the bat. It was Peterson who called that out. So credit to him.
I don't think it would feel very good to catch those in the fingers right there.
Oh, no, especially on a cold day. It's the most painful thing ever. The 0-1. Inside, and that caught him, no doubt about it.
It hit the bat behind his head.
It hit the bat.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought it looked like it hit him, but it hit the bat.
Right.
And just like that, instead of walking a run in, it's 0-2.
I mean,
our third inning is brought to us by Untitled Vision, and apparently I need to go see them. 0-2 count. This one popped up high, foul over the first base dugout. 0-2 count. That one I know is a foul.
There you go. Yes.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand for a piece of candy.
I think we've got people giggling up here at our little conversation.
Go get your glasses clean. I mean, you don't see it very often, but it goes behind his head.
It went behind his head and bounced off the bat. 0-2 count. This one hit right up the center. Gavin Oliver on the bounce, throws over to first, and the inning is over. Outlaws only allow 1 to come in, and we're tied, heading for the bottom of the 3rd. This has been the 3rd inning brought to you by Untitled Vision. Our vision is to help improve yours. We'll be right back after this on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with First American Title, 1048 Main Street, Evanston.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
All right, Cody Olsen, we've had a great game.
Wow.
Cold night, but it's been a great game. 9-9 going into the top of the 4th.
It's been so fun. It's been way fun. I mean, and now we're getting ready for the top of the 4th. The Outlaws are going to be batting, and I got to be honest, what I thought was going to be an up and away run of, just an absolute run for the Outlaws.
Rock Springs came back and battled.
Yeah, they did. They have come back in a big way.
If
it comes off of the bat and the throwing arm of Billy Peterson.
If you're just joining, Evanston opens up the game in the top of the first with 7 runs. Blanks Rock Springs have a 7-0 lead going into the second. They get blanked in the top of the second. Guess what? Rock Springs responds with 8 to take the lead 8-7. Evanston in the third puts up 2 to take the lead 9-8. And then Rock Springs responds with 1 in the bottom of the third, brought to you by Untitled Vision to give us our score right now, 9-9. Ryan Hoover leading it off for the Outlaws. First pitch to Ryan. Cutter from Billy Peterson for strike 1 away. Hoover 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to the first baseman and struck out swinging last time up. Brody Clifton, the 6th batter, and Jackson Osborne. Actually, I think it'll probably be Damian Common, the 7 batter, due up. The 0-1 goes by for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody down, and right now Evanston needs to get that leadoff man on. The 1-1, and Baldwin pops this one into the softball field off to our right, and it's a pitcher's count for Billy Peterson. 1-2 count. And the pitch to Baldwin. Inside, almost caught him, but he gets out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, that's Ryan Hoover, not Ryan Baldwin.
You said it right the first time.
I know. Too many Ryans, too many Wilsons, too many those on that game.
But over the top.
Foul ball was sponsored by Memorial.
Hoover fouls it over the first baseline. It'll hold at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So, yeah, this is Ryan Hoover. And then you have Brody Clifton and Jackson Osborne is the scheduled batter. But I think we might see Damian Common come in for Osborne, as that one tags Hoover right in the numbers.
Yep, first base. Take your walk.
Yep, that'll give him his first on base of the night, as that'll bring in Brody Clifton.
I got the snot waterfall happening right now, Elan. We're moving our way progressively into the cold portion of this game.
Clifton hit by a pitch, came around and scored back in the first, and then was thrown out on a fielder's choice back in the second. Jackson Osborne not on deck. I do believe that is Damian Common as the first pitch to Brody outside, ball 1. So I think that's Damian Common that's going to take over here in the 4th inning. One ball, no strikes to Brody Clifton. Showing bunt. Bringing in the third baseman, and the bunt drops right down on home. Throw goes wide to the first baseman, and now we've got a problem. Not sure where people are going. Heading for third is Ryan Hoover, and he is thrown out at third.
That was a miscommunication of running right there, as, had to force Hoover off of his spot.
So a 7-4-5 throws out Hoover. And Clifton will reach on a fielder's choice. That was an error that probably drives coaches pretty nuts.
Yep.
Watching that, because they had both of them on, and then they kind of gave an out away. That'll now bring up Damian Common. First pitch to Common up high, ball 1. That was an excellent bunt by Clifton, too. Drops right down on the plate. And then Hoover gets thrown out on trying to take third. The 1-0. That one bunted perfectly down the third base line. Gloved by Hunt. Throw is not in time.
And Common ate dirt.
Common trips over the bag coming over, but he gets the job done. And Common onto first. That'll bring up Ryan Baldwin. Excellent job by Common to bunt that one down the third base line, who just hustled down there. There was no throw for Hunt, and an infield single for Damian Common, and the Outlaws trying to take the lead back in this game with Ryan Baldwin. Reached on an air, came around and scored, and ground out to third last time he was up. First pitch by Billy Peterson. Swing and a miss. That one gets away from Garner, but he picks it up quickly. So the Outlaws trying to get back in control of this game. 0-1. This is the first time we've kind of seen a chink in the armor of Billy Peterson.
Yep.
The 0-1. As Baldwin pops that one up high, and trying to calm it down at first base is Hudson Pisolar, who makes the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 5.
And that will bring up Walker Wilson, who has 1 for 1, a single and a walk, 2 RBIs on the day for Wilson. Billy Peterson trying to come out of this inning without giving the Outlaws the lead. The pitch. That one, fake throwback by Gardner looking at first, but then he just kind of tucks it back in.
Smart move by Gardner not to chance anything there. You would allow runners to progress for sure.
1 ball, no strikes to Walker Wilson. And the pitch. That one down low and a good stop by Garner. 2 balls, no strikes to Walker. Gavin Oliver, who is 3 for 3 with an RBI, stands on deck, and if he can get on, or if somehow Walker Wilson can extend this inning, that'll send up the hottest batter on the field today.
Yep, him, Oliver and Peterson for Rock Springs have been the hot hands in terms of batting for their respective teams, and that's what you want to see. It all counts. It all comes down to Walker right now getting up onto base.
1-1 misses outside, so 2 balls, 1 strike to Walker Wilson. 2-1 offering. And Wilson watches that one into the glove. Strike 2. Big pitch, big at-bat coming up.
Yep.
So Peterson trying to finish off this inning without giving up the go-ahead run, which stands at second. Tie ball game, 9-9 here in the top of the 4th. And the 2-2 to Walker. This one hit right at the glove of Rondinelli at second. Throw to first, and the inning is over.
Yep.
Rock Springs walks the tightrope and gets out of the inning. No runs come in on 1 hit. It's still 9-9 heading into the bottom of the 4th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Well, you wanted a Tuesday night ball game. We got it. Evanston and Rock Springs tied at 9 going in to the bottom of the 4th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com. Due up for Rock Springs. It is going to be, let me see, looking at it here. It's going to be Hudson Pisolar. Andrew Rondinelli and Dyson Dickinson, the 3 due up for Rock Springs here in the bottom of the 4th. Damian Common, still on the bump for the Outlaws. As they're trying to get the home team back out in front. They led it 8-7 at one point, and then Evanston took the lead 9-8, and then now in the same inning, Rock Springs brought in 1, and we've been tied since that point. Hudson Pasolar, first pitch to him, outside away, ball 1. Stallions 0-13 and 0-2 in conference. Evanston 1-5 and 0-2 in conference coming into this matchup. This is not a conference matchup as it's outside. 2 balls, no strikes to the left-handed hitting Hudson Pasolar. Andrew Rondinelli stands on deck as the 2-0 goes inside and almost catches Hudson. 3 balls, no strike.
Yep, batters count now. So not forcing into anything. Pasolar will probably watch whatever comes across the plate here.
Pasolar 1 for 1 on the day. Hit a single, then was thrown out trying to get to second. As the 3-0 catches the outside part of the zone. Pasolar thought he was going for a walk, but the umpire says, "No, son, come here." Still going to continue this one. 3-1 count. The pitch outside, and now Hudson gets his free trip to first with a leadoff walk. I'll bring up Andrew Rondinelli. 1 for 2 with an RBI on the day.
Now batting, number 2, Andrew Rondinelli.
Rondinelli now into the batter's box. Common sets, and the delivery. Inside, good stop by Hank Allred. Holds the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes.
Getting gusts of wind. It'll die down for a second, and then it'll come after us a little bit.
And it is cold wind, too.
Yep. Bottom of the 4th. 1-0.
Delivery. Cutter misses down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, they've got more Outlaw baseball on Thursday when Green River comes to Evanston.
Yep.
Cullen Holtz will be on the call then. I will be in Jackson for the soccer regional tournament. 2-0 catches the zone.
And you can catch me at Heritage Auto Grand Opening.
Yeah.
So
calm down, have fun.
I know. No promises.
Common checks the runner at first. Sets at the cheek in the 2-1. Inside, 31 count coming to Andrew Rondinelli. Dyson Dickinson stands on deck. Go ahead.
Oh, Elan, I'm just about to say, you got to start throwing these strikes.
Yep.
We cannot continue to walk people here. It's going to put the Outlaws at an incredible disadvantage, especially with this game being so close.
3-1. This one chopped down the third base
Double.
line, fielded well by Hoover. Throw to second for 1, on to first.
That's a
got the double play.
That is beautiful work.
What a 5-4-3 double play by the Outlaws.
Around the horn it will go, and that turns into something beautiful.
And the Outlaws get the defense going and now change everything about this at-bat. I'll bring up Dyson Dickinson, 1 for 1 on the day. Dickinson hits this one hard down the third base line and rolls foul.
Close. It would have a hair inside. It would have gone inside the third base bag.
Yep.
And that would have been fair. And Dickinson was a little frustrated. He's like,
missed it by that much.
I know.
The 0-1 to Dickinson. Inside part of the zone for strike 2, and quickly Damon Common gets out in front. Man, that double play was pretty.
What a turnaround.
That'll do wonders for a ball club.
There we go.
And that is your leading candidate for Dr. McKay Frank precision play of the game. Pitch inside. This one grounded right towards third baseman. Hoover throws to first, and the inning is over. Outlaws get around a leadoff walk and don't allow anything to come home, and we're tied heading into the 5th. 9-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com and K9.
School. It's the right path indeed, where we learn to read and learn to write. School's the ticket to reach new heights. We make new friends, learn social skills, art, foreign language, music, and more. Science, technology, engineering, math, history, and health in that PE class. With computers and books and teachers and more, our brains will grow and our dreams will soar. So do whatever it takes to never miss school, because a great education, why, that's really cool. My friends, be cool. Go to school.
There's nothing better than finding the perfect gift for someone. Whether it's a baby shower, birthday, or anniversary, Ivory and Iron has everything to make gift-giving fun. Come enjoy the beautiful atmosphere, mouth-watering chocolates, and beautiful floral arrangements. Ivory and Iron, 1101 Main Street, Evanston.
Great defense. Let's see if it leads to great offense for the Outlaws as they get around a leadoff walk on a third base to second base to first base double play, and then a third base to first base throw out to go 1-2-3 in the inning. And now you've got the leadoff part of the order. Gavin Oliver, Ryder Wilson, and Hank Allred due up, each of them with a single off of Billy Peterson the last time they faced off against him. So this is definitely a chance for Evanston to maybe take some control over this game as we head into the fifth inning. Gavin Oliver, 3 for 3 on the day, a double and 2 singles. So he has looked absolutely flawless here at the plate in this one, as he steps in to face Billy Peterson, for the second time. First pitch from Peterson to Oliver, and a swing and a miss at a breaking ball for strike one. Ryder Wilson, who is 1 for 2 on the day, will be on deck. 0-1 from Peterson to Oliver. Inside part of the zone, caught it. Beautiful pitch by Billy Peterson. Nice curveball. 0-2 to Oliver. Outlaws in Rock Springs tied 9-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Oliver pops this one up high. Pisolar catches it at the first base line for out number 1. So pop out to the first baseman will bring up Ryder Wilson. 1 for 2 on the day. Walked, came around and scored. Flew out to left field and a single last time up for Ryder. Billy Peterson finally gets Gavin Oliver, and after he went 3 for 3 is Wilson chops this one down the third baseline. Foul, strike one.
Whew. Good looking swing. Just got to line that thing back up.
Hank Allred, who is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs, stands on deck. Braxton Bauer, 1 for 3 in the hole, as Wilson fouls that one away. Good grab by Garner, 0-2. Wind continuing to pick up here in Rock Springs.
Where have I heard that before?
The 0-2 inside to Ryder. He'll take it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 down. Top of the 5th. Nobody on in a tie ball game. 9-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Wilson chases that one down in the dirt. Swings and misses. And that is out number 2. Strike 3. That'll bring up Hank Allred with 2 down. And now the Outlaws, last time we had them go 2 down, they went on a bit of a rally.
Yes, they did.
And Allred has the potential to be that guy to light off a rally.
Absolutely. We've seen it not in this game, but we saw it last Saturday, able to really put a spark to the offense, launching stuff over the fence.
Yeah, 1 home run last week against Cheyenne Post 6, no less. First pitch to Allred. This one popped up high, but it's not going to leave the infield. Ranging over and making the grab is Sam Wheeler at shortstop. And that is the end of the inning. A bang, bang, bang inning for the Stallions. And we're still tied at 9. We're stretching here in Rock Springs on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Here we go, as it will be Cannon Chrisman will lead it off. So the 9 lead off and number 2 batters due up here in the bottom of the 5th for Coach Rocky Rondinelli and the Rock Springs Stallions in a tie ball game late. Bottom of the 5th as Hank Allred comes back out to catch Damian Common. Let's reset the defensive alignment for the Outlaws. Ryder Wilson in left, Walker Wilson in center. Brody Clifton in right, infield featuring Braxton Bauer at first, Ryan Baldwin at second, Ryan Hoover at the hot corner, and Gavin Oliver at shortstop with a battery right now of Damian Common pitching to Hank Allred. 9-9, 7 scored by the Outlaws in the first, 8 scored by Rock Springs in the second, 2 by the Outlaws, and 1 by the Stallions in the third, and that's how we got here. So defense has reigned supreme for the last couple of innings.
Yep. Yeah, and they can if you come away with a blank slate, it's 2 innings that no one scored. So
Christian takes the first pitch, grounds this one at the shortstop. Oliver throws across the diamond, is low and goes past the first baseman Bauer, but Allred is there to save it from going any further. And it will go down as a error that puts Cannon Chrisman on, and that'll bring up Maddox Ice, who walked last time up. So Outlaws.
Got to be honest, I didn't see Allred when he rotated, and I thought someone was going from the dugout and coming out with the ball. That was funny.
4 errors on the Outlaws. Add that to the many walks that Evanston's given up, and I'm sure that's what the Outlaws will be looking to address between now and Thursday. First pitch, chop this one at Gavin Oliver. Throw to second for 1, but the throw kind of goes wild. Baldwin pulls it in, and they get the lead the lead runner at second.
Good defensive move. And I like Baldwin, eating that one.
Yeah,
because he was very off balance. That thing had the possibility of going haywire.
So he makes the smart move. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Sam Wheeler as he steps into the batter's box. Damian Common has been impressive on the mound, inducing ground outs, using his defense around him, and that's what good pitchers do when they realize that that's what they need. Common with the first pitch to Wheeler, up high, ball 1. And back on the mound, Damian Common. Thrown 46 pitches thus far. As 47 is on its way. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Wheeler, he is 0 for 1 on the day. 2 walks, came around and scored once. Struck out swinging last time up. The 2-0. Outside, good cutter away from Wheeler, but it's called a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Common trying to not lose him, so you can bet Wheeler's probably going to be holding. Common with a chance to make a pitch here, and That one catches the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. So now if you're Damian Conlon, you're 1 pitch away from getting back into this.
Yes, you are. You got options. Anything right now to keep the batter on his toes, make him second guess anything is what really needed from Conlon.
Conlon with the 3-1. Inside, tags Wheeler in the numbers.
I mean, that was keeping him on his toes. I didn't feel like that was what I was really going for, but
Now batting number 14.
Nonetheless.
And that'll put Hudson Gardner on up with runners in scoring position as Wheeler is hit by the pitch. Gardner, though, he lit this place on fire back in the second. A 3-run RBI double. Gardner with a chance to do something again. First pitch to Hudson. Inside, nearly took his helmet off. Got out of the way and kind of dived almost to make sure he didn't take contact. 1 ball, no strikes. You know someone in the dugout is telling him to wear that.
Yep. Second Adams apple.
I can't hear what's going on, so the fact that I called that didn't actually happen. The 0-1 to Gardner. This one flared into right field. That drops, and this could be trouble. They hold the runner up at third. Good job by Clifton to field it and get it in so nobody scores. And that brings up Jaden Hunt with 1 down. Bases loaded. Gardner now 2 for 4 on the day. And Rock Springs with a chance to really take control of this thing late. Stallions looking for their first win of the season. Evanston looking for their second. This is not conference, so this game does not count towards the seeding at state. As here comes the pitch to Hunt. Inside, 1 ball.
Yeah, ball inside and high, just wearing it close to the chest, close to the vest, and that'll be a 1-0 count.
Maddox Ice on third, Sam Wheeler on first, Hudson Gardner, or excuse me, Sam Wheeler on second, Hudson Gardner on first. Pitch to Hunt. This one, fly ball, deep left field.
Go.
Back, and that is going to drop at the wall. 1 run scores. Coming home is a 2nd run, and it's a 2-run RBI double wall scraper for Jaden Hunt. And just like that, Rock Springs jumps back out in front, 11-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And runners on second and third after a 2-run RBI double for Jaden Hunt, which looked like if it was hit just a little bit more, we might be talking about a grand slam.
It was close. Luckily for the Outlaws, that thing died just before that thing crossed.
11-9 Rock Springs to Billy Peterson, who fouls the first one towards his own dugout off the third base line. Man, what a hit by Jaden Hunt. That one was a wall scraper into left field. Good job by Ryder Wilson to field it, get it in time to not give up a 3rd run. But the Rock Springs Stallions with their most productive inning of the game. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 5th, and that's been the difference. It's 11-9, Rock Springs with 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 count to their big bat, Billy Peterson. The 0-1. Peterson fouls that one behind the plate, 0-2. Billy, 0 for 2 on the day, so that's a bit of a scary prospect because he could go off at any second. He went 2 for 4 against Evanston back in May 1st. Runner on second is Jaden Hunt. Runner on third, Hudson Gardner. As the pitch goes inside and tags Peterson. This time doesn't hit the bat. And it loads the bases yet again. Rock Springs looking to explode here in the 4th. As Hudson Pasolar will go in to the batter's box.
And we're going to get a...
And now that looks like Coach Small coming out. It looks like we've got a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Damian Common will move to right field as the Outlaws bring in Breckenridge to pitch. 3 2/3 innings pitched in 2 games, 1 start, 0-1 record, 12 hits, 16 runs, 10 of them earned, 7 walks, 2 strikeouts. So it's a little small sample size and some stuff to work with if you're Rich, but all it takes is one good outing, and you can shake off a lot of rust if you are Breckenridge.
Yeah, you can, and we've seen Brecken pitch on Saturday. I was very impressed with his ability to do that. He's got a great fastball. He's got some good stuff to him. So
they're playing Sweet Carolina on the loudspeaker, and I gotta shout out Hudson Pasola completely getting down. Cutting some nice moves there as he gets ready to face Breckenridge, who is warming up right now.
Game recognizes game, Elan.
Rich inherits bases loaded, so we can't close the door or close the book on Damian Common yet. In this inning, Outlaws have given up 2 runs. I think Maddox Ice and Hudson Garner stands on third. Maddox Ice and Sam Wheeler scored. Hudson Garner on third. Jaden Hunt on second. Billy Peterson on third. First pitch to Hudson Pasola misses outside from the lefty. Ball 1. Breckenridge, with only 1 out to work with, has got to figure out a way to get something for Evanston. As the 1-0 finds the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good breaking ball by Breckenridge. Rich into the stretch, sets around the cheek, and the righty delivers to the lefty. Pasola, chopper at the first baseman. Bauer throws to second, and it's wide and rolls into center field. 1 run scores as the throw gets past the third baseman and taking off for third. And another run scores.
Wow. What a
1, 2, 3 run score for Rock Springs. It was a roller to Bauer at first. He throws to second. The ball rolls into center field. And in that time, 2 runs come in. Then they throw to third. The ball rolls past the third baseman. And then that just rolls away. And Rock Springs takes full advantage of it. You've only got a runner on third as 3 runs have come in on the bat of Hudson Pasola in that one. And now this looks like Rock Springs starting to establish a little bit of control over this game.
Yes, it does. It's just, Elan, it's your mind. You got to know where to go with the ball.
Yeah.
And sometimes that happens. Errors happen out on the field, and it's just you gotta move past it. You gotta move forward.
Rondinelli in a 3-0 count right now. Reached on an error, Hudson Pasola, and then took advantage of all the other errors to get over to third.
Yep.
As the 3-0 finds the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. And now I think you have to talk about it. I think Evanston is beating themselves right now.
I think you're 100% right. I think
as Rondinelli pops this one high into right field, Baldwin pulls it in on the run going back. And that's 2 down.
Got to get out of this inning, Elan.
Yep.
Got to get out of this inning. But just to touch upon your point, I feel like a few walks have really put the Outlaws behind a little bit. Errors in the field. It's just been self-inflicted sometimes. It's just a shot in the foot, and I think that's led to the 5-run lead right now for Rock Springs.
5 errors committed by Evanston. And they've given up, as a team, 9 walks.
Yeah.
So, the walks and the errors definitely are going to be something that I think we talk a little bit about later on. But we've seen the Outlaws put together big innings before, as we now have an 0-2 count with 2 down.
This is the chance to get out of the inning. This is the chance to escape the burning building right now.
Yeah.
You got to get out of here.
Dyson Dickinson with an 0-2 count. From Breckenridge, up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. That one down low. Good stop by Hank Allred to hold the runner at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this is just part of the process for the Outlaws. Really
young team.
Yeah.
A young team that's growing and understanding
how to play double-A ball.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, when we say young, we mean Breckenridge and the majority of this team, swing and a miss for strike 3, are sophomores and juniors.
Mm-hmm.
And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs come in for Rock Springs, and they hold a 5-run lead. It's 14-9 heading into the 6th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Outlaws committing some untimely errors and allow 5 runs in at the bottom of the 5th. As we head towards the top of the 6th, Outlaws down 14-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Evanston looks to get their 2nd win of the season. Rock Springs, though, 6 outs away from their 1st win of the season.
Yep.
And right now, you gotta talk about the errors. You gotta talk about the walks if you're an Outlaw, if you're the Evanston Outlaws, because things just did not come to fruition for you tonight so far in this game.
Nope.
It could switch at any moment. We did see them put up 7 in the first, so if you do that, you're up by 2. But ever since that 7-run inning, Evanston only able to bring in 2 in the 3rd. Ever since then, it's been 6 unanswered runs by Rock Springs.
Yeah, it's quite the run, and it all comes down to the mental stuff, Elan. You grow.
Bauer chops this one down the 3rd base line, picked up by Jaden Hunt. Throw across the diamond. That's out number 1.
Now batting number 15.
5-3 puts out Braxton Bauer.
So Hoover's going to come to the line.
On Ryan Hoover. Hit by pitch last time up, then was thrown out on base. Struck out back in the 2nd and popped out to the first baseman in the 1st inning. As the lights starting to show their beautiful selves here. First pitch to Hoover, outside and down low. Nobody on, no harm done, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Believe that's Hudson Garner still catching.
Can't quite see from behind. I think it is.
I think it is, yeah. The 1-0 count. Outside, part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I tell you what, this Rock Springs crowd, they've been waiting for a win all year.
They're into it.
And this team is no doubt they are deserving of a win.
100%. You just don't want it to be against you.
Yeah. The 1-1 as Hoover pops this one high into deep center field. Ice runs up and makes the grab for out number 1.
Here we go.
That'll bring up Breckenridge, who takes over here in the 6th inning.
Rock Springs 4 outs away, Elan.
Yep. And again, we got to talk about it. The youth on this Evanston team, mostly sophomores and juniors. And I'm saying incoming juniors and one incoming senior with two current seniors with one college returner.
Yep.
This team will win their fair share of games, but this is all part of the learning process, I believe.
Absolutely.
0-1 to Rich, swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice pitch there from Billy Peterson, and he has been on since coming on back in the 1st. In relief, this has kind of been an unofficial start for him, the 0-2. And that one is chopped up high at the first baseman. Peterson fields it in the grass, throws it over to Pasolar for out number 1. A 1-2-3 inning for the Stallions, and now they are 3 outs away from their first win of the season. We'll be right back with more. The bottom of the 6th on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Gut check time if you're the Outlaws. Down 5, bottom of the 6th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com. And this is the 4th pitcher Evanston has brought in, Breckenridge, who was fairly effective coming in, as the runs that come in will not be charged to him, as Damian Common was the pitcher for those. So, Rich, I think right now it's pretty simple for Evanston. You've got to make this a quick inning.
You got to go 1, 2, 3. You can't let anybody score right now. You got to keep Rock Springs from making back home, because we've seen these two teams score big, 7 and 8 in one inning. So it's definitely possible for sure. But considering how the game has progressed, you see a lot more defensive-minded play here. It's going to be difficult, especially the confidence with Rock Springs is having right now.
Cannon Chrisman takes the first pitch for a strike, swings and misses through the second one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He was looking for the headlights on that one.
Yeah.
He was looking.
As the wind has finally calmed down, you could probably take a shot now. And the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Breckenridge, the young right-hander, he's a sophomore this year. He'll be an incoming junior. And that's a good thing about this Outlaws team, getting together so young. We're going to have these guys together for 2, maybe 3 seasons. The 2-1, chopper at the shortstop, in and out of the glove of Hoover. Throws over to first, can't recover in time. Hoover just kind of bobbled it a little bit and couldn't get it over in time.
Just enough time for them to make it to first.
reaching on an error. That'll bring up Maddox Ice as he comes into the batter's box. And now, if you're Evanston, you got to be thinking about the double play.
Got to have it on your mind.
Get a double to shortstop or the third base, or a grounder to shortstop or the third baseman, something like that, and that would help you out. Throw back to first is not in time to get Chrisman.
Want to see Bauer do the phantom throw. That's all I want. I don't think it would work.
The phantom throw. First pitch. And this one hit right up the middle past a diving Hoover trying to get to it. And it's a single for Ice.
You're coming down to it now, Elan, and
Now batting double O,
you just got to keep this defensive mind.
By the way, second baseman is Baldwin, not Hoover.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was Elan, I forgive you. On behalf of all of our listeners, I forgive you.
Runner in scoring position for Rock Springs, and you got to think if you're Evanston, you cannot let that run score.
No, you got it. It's the final wall. It's your last stand. Can't let Rock Springs score here.
Cutter outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Breckenridge, ball behind the back, looks into the glove. Sets, and the delivery. Inside, almost tagged Wheeler. 2 balls, no strikes. Wheeler kind of had to fall back to make sure he didn't get tagged there.
Matrix type of deal there from Wheeler. Quick reaction.
2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. So Rich probably going to get a pitch here. Rich stares in. Throw back to second to check up on the runner. That runner on second, by the way, is Christopher or Cannon Chrisman. 3 balls, no strikes to Sam Wheeler. Hudson Garner stands on deck. And the pitch. And the 3-0 finds the zone, and now Breckenridge. A lot of pressure on that young man who's got to try to make a pitch here. A ground ball would work. Anything would work. A strikeout obviously would work. 1 down. And
there we go.
3-1 finds the zone. 3-2. I don't know why it says 1 out on the scoreboard. Sorry about that.
I forgive you, Elan.
Okay, I'm glad you do. I don't know if I could live with myself if you didn't.
On behalf of our listeners, I forgive you. But that's 2 strikes.
Full count offering inside. Almost got him, and the bases are loaded for Hudson Garner. And taking you back to what happened last time, he had bases loaded. Garner with a 3-run RBI double that really lit off the second inning for Rock Springs. First pitch to Gardner. That one fouled into the backstop for strike 1. That might have gotten a piece of the referee because we're going to have a conversation, or the umpire, because we're going to have a conversation at the mound, and he might need a minute. Yep, that's what that means when he bends over, brushes the plate off. He just took a piece of that ball, and he he needs a second to recompose himself. It is a rough job being a plate umpire.
Yeah. Don't think that I would be able to do it. Not me.
0-1 count to Hudson Garner, who is getting a talk from his coach, Rocky Rondinelli, one of the nicest guys in the state, no matter what sport you're talking about. Always welcomes Evanston. Always welcomes us here with open arms, and we really appreciate it. Really, the fan base, the board, everyone here at Rock Springs is always welcomed Evanston here and us here with open arms. It's always a pleasure to come here. The 0-1 count to Garner. Oh, and that tagged him in the back. And Garner's going to get an RBI off of it on the hit bat as there's nowhere to put him.
Now batting number 27, Jaden
and that will score the runner. Garner goes to first on the hit by pitch, picks up his 4th RBI of the night, and now there's going to be a conversation at the mound. And now that's a 6-run lead for Rock Springs, who are 3 outs away. 3 outs away from getting their first win of the season. As the Jeopardy music plays while the Outlaws start to try to talk some strategy here. Bases loaded. Garner, who took the ball to the back on first. Sam Wheeler on second after a full count walk. And Maddox Ice with I want to say that was a walk as well. But a lot of walks given up by Evanston. You got to figure out a way to clean that up.
You do. And Elan, it might be time to, really just kind of soak it in, try and play some defense and see what you can do. It's going to come up. It's going to come down to offense now, really, truly.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Oh, 1 count, the pitch. That one down low, gets behind Hank Allred, and all the runners hold. All the runners hold, so it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jaden Hunt with the 1-1. Breckenridge slowing down. Up to his chest, getting that stretch and the launch.
This one popped up high and foul.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand for a piece of candy.
15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Hi to Adam Rich. Yeah, Brecken is a freshman, so he's an incoming sophomore. Sorry about that. Jim Stigall says, watching Outlaw Baseball from Denver, North Carolina.
Wow, I didn't know that they moved Denver to North Carolina.
Oh, my gosh. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Why does no one tell me this stuff anymore?
Bases loaded. And the pitch. Up high for a ball. Ballerina count 2-2.
That's what you get for that joke earlier in the day.
I know, the anti-James Bond one.
I don't even want to remember that
one. Always a good time when me and Cody are in the Union broadcast booth. 2-2 outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Rock Springs, and if you're Evanston, you got to figure out a way to stop them here. Nobody down. It is. It's time to. It's gut check time if you're the Outlaws.
Floodgates are starting to go.
This one popped up high into center right field, and trying to make the catch, Walker Wilson slid and he goes down. 1 run comes in, and it's just going to be station to station for Rock Springs. That could be the final nail.
I think that could be it, Elan. That might be the one. Again, that ball carries, I don't know if in the slight breeze, center field having to get over. That's Walker Wilson having to run, try and catch that one. We've seen him make so many great defensive plays out there, and then, just the one time it slips from you, it just so happens to be one that really hurts at the very end.
I'll bring up Billy Peterson. 0 for 1 on the day. Hit by pitch twice. And this one hit well into the left field corner. 1 run's going to come home. They wave the second one. And 2 in for Rock Springs. A one-bagger RBI double as Wheeler and Gardner all come home. Runners on first and second. And Rock Springs starting to pull away here. It's 18-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And this could is kind of already a situation that if you're Evanston, you're not exactly thrilled about, as this one is popped up high. Hank Allred loses it, and it drops right behind the batter's box.
Our umpire was lucky to
go
away with his life on that one.
Almost tagged the umpire coming down.
I mean, everybody lost that thing.
Yeah, everybody was looking for it.
It's the backdrop of the sky, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, 100%. I get the anxiety when I lose it, and we're underneath, we're pretty well protected.
Yeah.
But
9-run lead for Rock Springs. This thing has ballooned with 4 here in the 6th. This one up the center. Baldwin to second for 1. On to first is in time for out number 2.
Very nice.
So only a runner on third.
Now batting number 2, Andrew.
2 down, and that'll bring up Rondinelli. As Pasolar grounded into the double play. Hunt made it to third. Peterson thrown out 6-4, and then 4-3. As Andrew Rondinelli comes in, 0 for 4 on the day. Two down to Rondinelli. Rich sets. And the delivery. Down low, good stop by Hank. 1 ball, no strikes. You hear Rock Springs fans cheering for various Evanston players. You hear Evanston fans cheering for various Rock Springs players.
Yep.
It's a good environment to be in.
It is. It's really fun. And what better way to do it than underneath the lights out here as we are dipping now closer and closer.
Oh, we're already at the 3. Yeah, we're already. We'll be at 2 hours and a lot of minutes as the 1-1 goes low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The mystery of the camera will forever elude me.
Right. 2 balls, 1 strike. Andy Rondinelli pops this one high into shallow right field, and it drops in the Bermuda Triangle.
Lost it in the lights.
You had Baldwin, Bauer, and it looked like Oliver all there, and that's the game. A 10-run win for Rock Springs as Rondinelli gets there on the error. Jaden Hunt scores, and your final score will be 19-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Martinelli's Dinner Club and Cafe on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Everyone is looking for a great dining experience in Evanston, Wyoming. Hi, I'm Chef Wayne, an international executive chef, and I want to welcome you to Martinelli's Cafe and Dinner Club. We offer lunch, dinner, carry-out, and delivery services. We also offer custom catering options to fit all of your needs. We are proud to prepare fresh food daily. It is our mission to make you feel like a guest in our home when you dine with us. I look forward to seeing you soon at Martinelli's Cafe and Dinner Club at 123 10th Street in historic downtown Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Welcome back to Paul J. Wataha Complex. Our final score, Rock Springs wins this one 19-9. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap on our Martinelli's postgame show, brought to you by Martinelli's Cafe and Dinner Club. Chef Wayne and his team invite you to come to Martinelli's for a casual dining experience with world-class food. That is Martinelli's Cafe and Dinner Club in Evanston. Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Evanston starts off with a bang, 7 runs at the top of the first, but then Rock Springs responds with 8 of their own in the bottom of the second. Evanston scores 2 runs to take a 9-8 lead in the third. Rock Springs scores 11 unanswered runs the rest of the way to win this one 19-9. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That's your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're fast and fresh meat. We're since we want to get packed up and get out of the cold and head home, since we do have a bit of a drive, we are going to go right into our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franco Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910. And there were 2 big double plays. We're going to give it to the one that got Hudson Garner out in the first. A great double play on a great throw from shortstop Gavin Oliver to first to get the out. So that is your Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game. And your player of the game, we're going to go with Gavin Oliver. He goes 3 for 4 with an RBI for the day. Welcoming into the Union broadcast booth, we have coach of the Evanston Outlaws, manager Nick Small. Coach Small, just real quick, your reactions to that one.
Well, we jumped out quick start, and then I think we just kind of laid down and didn't really play really good baseball.
What are your guys' thoughts on kind of the errors, I guess? I mean, I was looking at it. My phone died before I could get the final tally from Game Changer, but I was looking at 5 errors at one point. What do you think caused those? Just kind of youth at this level?
No, not at all. That's just good fundamental baseball. At some point, we're going to have to buckle up and make baseball plays if we're going to compete.
What was the message to the team after this game here in Rock Springs?
Turn the page, move on. We're back on the field on Thursday. Got to clean up errors. At some point, we got to realize how to throw and catch the baseball.
If you could kind of diagnose what kind of happened, because you guys did get off to a flying start, 9 runs in the first 3 innings, and then things just kind of went quiet. And as I mentioned, Rock Springs scores 11 runs unanswered after that. What would be your diagnosis to that right there?
We just got to make the plays to get outs. We leave our pitchers stranded on the mound. They start overthrowing, and the defense doesn't play smart baseball behind them. You're going to lose a lot of baseball games.
All right, that's Coach Nick Small, head coach for the Evanston Outlaws. We're going to let you go. I think we're all cold right now. We got a bit of a drive home. So thank you so much for coming in and talking with us. We'll see you on Thursday when you guys take on Green River. Anything else?
Yeah, thank you. And we'll thank our sponsors again today. Todd Hoover, Mike and Lisa Boddicker, Silver Eagle, Union Wireless, Tom's HVAC, Hillcorp, Blevins Ranch. And then the select home run group today is Chad Odell, Trona Valley, and Ideal Completions. Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Coach Nick Smalls. Thank you so much, Coach Small. I appreciate it, and we will see you down the road on Thursday.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast live from Rock Springs. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Rock Springs 19, Evanston 9. This post-game show has been brought to you by Martinelli's Cafe and Dinner Club. Chef Wayne invites you to come to Martinelli's to experience a casual dining experience with world-class food. That's Martinelli's in Evanston. Takeout, dine-in, and delivery. Call 307-288-1003. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, and our other producer, Sean Hando. Our executive producer, Mr. Val Cook. Our sales director, Julie Burley. Our sales manager, Matt Petrie. Our sales associate, Miss Christine Wiley, as well as our office manager, Kayleen Anderson. On behalf of the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports, we have Voice of the Valley, Colin Holt, Voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, and my broadcast partner, Voice of the Rich Rebels, Mr. Cody Olsen. I'm Elan saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on My Local Radio when Evanston Soccer goes to regionals. Boys play at 1 o'clock, girls at 3 p.m. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!